What you talking about all early already?
If your dad gonna tell you,
All right.
all right,
Ah, yes, indeed. Once again, it's Conversations and Crete with Sweet Mama G. You know what I'm saying? We don't know what we about to go in there. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Cuzzy? How you today?
good late evening on CP time,
I tell you what
10:30
though. I tell you
ish.
what though. You say this. I say you say this, right? Who was the first one on here tonight?
Who was the one that made us late? The same person who was the first one that logged on because they had to send out the link.
Look, you know I keep it real, right? You got me.
Look,
You just got me.
with my little baby finger.
Yeah, I was trying to set you up for the okey doke, but you got me. Okay,
Mm-mm.
I'm gonna
I
give
ain't
it to
that
you that
sleepy.
time.
I got you.
Oh, cuzzy. Oh boy. All right. So anyway, um, happy to be here tonight. Um, I'll be looking forward to this, cuzzy, because we never know how it's gonna go down doing this. And I mean, last week was a blast. Not even gonna lie to you. Last week was a blast, and it was so unexpected, and it only get more blastful every week. Would you say?
Well, I say because you were an instigator
Oh, I was an instigator.
and all the heat wasn't on you.
I love it. I love it.
Oh, I know you do. I know you
I
do.
love it. So it ain't nothing wrong with that. It ain't gotta be on me every week. You know what I'm saying? Why
Uh,
it's gotta be on me every week?
you've been on a little break for a couple weeks. You done had a couple weeks of breaks.
Yeah, where my boy at? Come
No thanks.
soak this up for
Nope.
me, D.
Yep, 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 yep. No booski, broski, whatever, booski.
Oh, cuzzy, come on, don't do that. Can he be invited, cuzzy, please?
No.
All right.
Go
I
ahead. You
mean,
want some comic relief? Go ahead. You got
nah. I mean,
11:30 Eastern Standard Time. Good evening, Street Tactics. YouTube channel, all over the world, all social media platforms. Come on in. It is
yes.
Conversations with Crete and Sweet Mama G and all the crew. Come on through.
Come on through, y'all. Come
I'm
on
gonna have to
through.
do a mental health check on y'all after last week's show. And if you were a viewer of Wednesday's show, we had a fashion show by one of our guests who
Oh yeah, that was a fashion show, cuzzy. Go ahead. I'm sorry. You just reminded me. Go ahead.
continuously show us his high power fashions. And we want to just say welcome on that one and key because it's about time. So from mental health
Amen.
check, 1 through 5, five being your most fabulous, and one, you need self-care support and maybe some mental health therapy. We're noticing some folk need some therapists on here. So Creek, you're looking like a double stuffed Oreo with the chocolate cream in the middle of the night. How you feeling?
Well, there may be some people out there that like a double stuffed Oreo cookie with the cream on top or whatever you just said.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So anyway,
Mm-hmm.
shouts out to all who are in the chats. Make sure that y'all come actually, well, that's looking or listening and looking on our live feed. Make sure y'all come into the chats and get on this. But anyway, I'm a five once again. It's never a dull moment in my life. I'm always come out on top, even when I may feel defeated in the inside, but on the outside, I'm a five.
I hear you. Especially on Fridays when you get that short, bow haircut.
Hey,
I hear
shout out to
you.
my barber. Shout out to my barber, Dougie. I ain't talking about
What
Dougie that
you?
be on here.
Oh,
That's
okay.
my
Tell
other
me
brother.
how that work.
But my guy Dougie over at Clip Culture Barbershop. Shouts out to him. That's my brother there. He
Mm-hmm.
keep me, fresh every week.
Yep.
Shouts out to Miss Amelia. How you doing this week?
Yep.
Thank you. Look,
So
she says
fresh.
she's a five. Miss
There,
Amelia says
girl.
she's a five.
Bye.
That's balling
Yes.
out. Uh
You
oh,
said, hey, brother-in-law, how you
brother-in-law.
feeling?
Yeah. So uh so for me, cuz I mean I'm good to go. I'm always going, you got about 2 seconds to make me feel not myself. But that 3 seconds, that third second, I'm coming back to my fives every time. It doesn't matter what nobody say about me or whatever. I'm gonna be a 5. So,
Right.
how you feeling, cuz? What's your number?
I'm like one of those sleep member beds, up and down, depending on how I'm feeling.
Why is
I'm
that?
starting off at a 5. So can y'all make me a 10? Y'all know how to make me feel better.
What
Somebody
you
is
need
up
your look?
to something. I'm telling y'all. When that one looking at that phone, y'all already know it's about to be some foolishness. Before you all came on, I talked about the fashion show we had on last Friday show, and then the Wednesday Street Tactics Brutally Honest show. We had a guest that just kept giving us all the fly fashions in his mind. So thank y'all for coming in. So we had to step our game up. I got my little hair did, getting ready for graduation, and my cousin
Looks
had to
like
get
cousin.
shot by that. It will. This is just a preliminary, and my cousin had to go get his sharp edges. Sharp.
No, I had to go see my peoples, my
Ooh.
brother Dougie Fresh, and he
Oh,
always, I
oh my
told you,
God.
Clip Culture Barbershop. Shouts out to my brothers over there, Country Dave, AJ, Kenny, who else over there? Oh, my guy Dougie Fresh, LP, couple other brothers over there. And what did brother-in-law say? He
That is
said, I'm at a 5 till Crete plays one of those darn tracks. Hold up, man. Hold on. Wait. Hold on now. Since you running your mouth, brother-in-law, you better hope. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Not the Freddy Krueger hat. I can't tonight. Not Freddy Krueger in the pimp on the phone. I can't make this stuff up. I'm so sleepy. I'm too tired for this today.
What up, D?
Y'all like my new setup?
Yeah. Yeah, we can hear you. What's going on? Yeah. Yeah, boy. That's what I'm talking about. That music came on right on time. That's what I'm talking about, D. Let's get it.
I'm gonna show y'all my
Yeah,
shirt.
tell.
I'm gonna show y'all my shirt.
Huh?
Hold on.
What shirt you got? I took the red pill. Oh, don't take you took the red pill. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Wait a minute, you driving, Darren?
Yep.
You driving?
As usual.
Oh, because I see the red clouds. I didn't know if I was high or the devil was coming. I don't know. And then you got your little Freddy Krueger hat on. I didn't know what was going on. Yep. I didn't know what was. I thought you was at one of them little, down south, them little holes in the walls. I thought you was DJing at one of them little old people clubs where they had the little old people in the English
man.
Here we go. It's going down, D. You got the huh?
I try to improve my look into my background every week, so
That's what I'm
That's
talking
an
about.
improvement. Okay.
Hey.
Okay.
Amen.
Yeah. Let's get to these comments real quick before we start the show. We got brother-in-law that says, okay, he said not the Baby Shark track. See, they loving the tracks, darn. That's what I'm talking about. And then we got Miss Amelia said, at Sweet Mama G, what is going on?
I don't know.
And then brother-in-law, Clout Chaser number 1. And then Miss J, that hat, darn. Yeah, flossing on them this week, darn. That's what I'm talking about. Bayliner.
Yeah, I seen you had your hat too. I said I got to give me a hat too. So
yeah, man, you know what I mean? That's what I'm talking about, darn. We got to do that. Certain weeks, we got to throw the hats on, sometimes the shades, you know what I'm saying? But not the Sweet Mama G shades. She throw her shades on for another reason. But we're going to stand tall, you know what I'm saying, darn?
Where they at?
Now, we got brother-in-law say, Crocodile Dundee. Oh, dang. He didn't get you from the Crocodile Dundee. No, Oh my gosh, brother-in-law play way too much.
I can't
Oh
breathe.
man.
Ooh.
All right. Y'all playing too much already. I gotta tell you. All right. So this week, we're calling this week because I had another busy week and we had to come on with the just we gonna just put it out there. We're gonna put it out there this week. What have y'all been through this week? If y'all feeling froggy, you know what I'm saying? That's how we do. So this is what this is what the show is called today. Feeling Froggy Friday. Now, sweet Mama G, I know
Don't
you
ask
got
me
a story
nothing.
for us.
I do not.
Yes, you do.
Darren, I know you got a story for us. Since you have been appearing on Street Tactics, have you gotten any fan clubs going?
No. I mean, like I said, I'm starting everything back up and stuff. Sharing out my stuff. Like I said, I'm kind of rusty, so I need to start uploading videos and stuff, which I'm gonna do every Tuesday because I'm off on Tuesdays and stuff. So
Yeah,
putting out some content. So most definitely. So I probably do like around 7 o'clock Tuesdays or something.
that's what I'm talking about. Got to start from somewhere. That's how we do it. Now, Darren, why don't you try and hit up
Yeah.
Miss Keena again and have her come on too so she can show a better representation of herself from last time.
Oh, okay.
She ain't mess up the first time, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean?
Actually, I got somebody
Now,
that actually wanted to join the show today. I'm gonna send you their
okay.
email and I'm gonna contact them on Facebook.
Okay. Yeah, do that. We we
Yeah.
we 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 need all the smoke. We feeling froggy this Friday. So now, sweet mama.
Mm-mm.
Hold up. You smile. I'm trying to talk to you. You smiling too much. What's going on?
Mm-mm. I'm just looking.
Anyway. All right. So this while Darren's doing that, I have some questions, you know, some curiosities of today. And it's not mine. It's from a from men, right? But before we start this off, my bad. Once again, we're gonna get everybody right now in the line, and then we're gonna go back. So shouts out to Baylana in the building. Shouts out to Miss Amelia. Shouts out to my brother-in-law, Tony. Shouts out to Miss J in the building. What's going on, Miss J? Uh shouts out to and I'm naming everybody that's in the comment section right now, by the way. Okay, and also we got Baylon to say, "Oh Lord, I cannot with Darren tonight."
So,
See, Darren, you got a fan club, man. We got and then
Miss Wendy. Hey, my
oh
love.
Miss
Hey, Miss Wendy. Amelia Vasper.
listen, I
Happy
said
Cinco
happy.
de Mayo. I don't
Thank you,
celebrate that.
cuz.
Happy
Handle
Cinco
that for
de
me, cuz.
Mayo.
Thank you.
And Miss Wendy and Miss J, get ready. Tribe members, thank you so much. Get your phones ready. I feel that you will have the quick dial. So get ready. Thank you so much.
Don't even start it.
I ain't saying nothing. I'm out of my business.
All right, so this actually we're gonna try something new, and I'm gonna see if this can work tonight. I'm gonna actually put the link to Cam up tonight, and I'm gonna see if it'll let me do it right here in the comment section. Oh, it did. So, boom,
I don't see it.
there it is, right there.
Okay.
I wonder if I can even pin it.
I got a
Huh?
question for both of you, Mama G and Crete. I got a question for both of y'all. So
Yeah, go
basically,
ahead.
y'all got a show mainly with the music is more towards East Coast and boom bap, right? For the most part, right?
Wait a minute. Is this Friday or Wednesday?
I'm
Hold on,
just
cuz.
quick. This just gonna be real quick, just so that way
Yeah,
I can
go
be,
ahead. Go ahead, Darren.
Okay.
Darren.
Mm-hmm.
So mainly, you guys mainly into like boom bap and East Coast music, right? For the most part, right?
Well, I
So,
mean, oh, go ahead, cuz. Go ahead, handle
oh, I'm
it.
sorry. From my perspective, he's gonna Concrete gonna give a different. We like all types of music, but
Mm-hmm.
my cousin's a big boom bap, big head. But it's any music. I mean, we've heard different styles of variations of music. But I like all type of music: country, western, classical, jazz, Afro
Okay.
beats. I'm all over, so I'm very eclectic with beats and sounds,
Okay.
vibrations. Because I was a teacher and you sing little songs, or That little shock little thing, whatever that little beat thing, that's a cute little nursery rhyme little beat you got. I don't know if it's yours for real, but that's a cute little in my head, like when I'm thinking about something or nothing. Yeah. Cause he cut it off. Um, but then Crete can give you his perspective for street tactics. Brutally
Okay.
home.
All right. Me, I'm a boom bap head to the end,
Yeah.
right? And then that 90s, that 80s, 90s era of hip hop is golden to me. But that's to me, that's my opinion. So what we going, what we do is I'll take any music in there and we can rate it because I'm a music head, bottom line.
Right.
I don't care what it is, R&B, country, pop, whatever. We're going to rate it. So we don't discriminate no music. So just bring it. You know what I mean? That's what we doing.
Great, because I'm gonna switch it up. I'm gonna switch it up, different sounds. I know my music sound kind of modern, but I'm gonna try to do something, for the old heads, maybe some 80s and some 90s type of music, or all types of music.
They call it
Stuff like that. But I will say this though, you know what style of music that can really touch boom bap?
What's that?
Lo-fi.
What's that?
Lo-fi.
Oh yeah. That's like a sense of boom bap almost. You know what I mean? All that stuff come from boom bap, but I like lo-fi. So I know actually a couple of groups and a couple of artists from that. So Miss Amelia said we got to stay on course. We are.
All right, now go back to the relationship show. But yeah, I just want to get that out there. So when they get there and
that's cool. We got our brother, our family, Southside Doughboy in the building. What's going on?
Hey,
and then Ms. Baylana said we did music on Wednesday. We was just answering the question, y'all. And don't forget, I'm going to be constantly dropping the link so that if y'all want to cam up with us and put, look, we feeling froggy today. Say what y'all got to say. Y'all come on here and we'll start a conversation about it. Okay. And the link is right there, and I'm gonna keep dropping it in there. Y'all look for my street tactics. That's me dropping the link, and there we go again. It's popping up again. There's the link again, so y'all can click on the link, and we're gonna start getting these people to cam up. Now, I told y'all, we're gonna take this to a different situation here. Now, cousin. Yeah, I said cousin.
What do you want?
All right.
What do you want?
We're going to start off here. And I want y'all to be honest.
Yeah, so shady.
I want y'all to be honest. Read, Miss Amelia.
Darren, save your music questions for Wednesday.
Damn, everybody.
I'm gonna keep it short, just only for that part. That's all.
All right. So if you are a black woman,
everybody on the panel or just me?
In the comment section, give us a 1 in the comment section if you are a black woman live right now on this live feed.
Which thing I can put my 1 up at?
Okay, Miss J. Now, if you are a black woman and currently or in the past or looking forward to dating a white man, put a 12 in the comment section. If you're currently so you're looking for that, right, Cuzzy? Is that the 12? Okay. Okay. Now, again, if you are a black woman and either currently dating, married, or looking forward to getting with a white man, put a 12 in the comment section.
So are these lottery numbers? So 1, 1, 2. Maybe that's the lottery we're gonna have tomorrow, y'all. The 1, 1, 2 if you're an African American woman or black woman.
Okay. And we have
white man, white person.
We have We have Miss J says she's a black woman. Miss Wendy says she's a black woman. And shouts out to Christina Soper. Thank you for coming in. Do I push 2 for white woman? Laugh out loud. No, I was saying that if you are married to a white man or dating a white man or looking to date a white man, put the number 12 in the comment section. We have Baylana said, wait, say that again. So I just said it.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the question behind that. When black women date white men, because he already said, see, we didn't get no 12s yet. We didn't get any 12s yet. So obviously no one had the chance. And I'm not saying this in a bad way, because a white male is a white male. That's a person. There's nothing wrong with that. You know what I'm saying? People have preferences, and sometimes their preferences change. But, and that's not, I'm not saying but in a bad way. I'm not. But hold on one second. I was trying to remove that. So, let me get this back open. I was going to ask a question, but we're going to get straight to it. They say white men are more affectionate. They say they are more attentive to their needs. These statements make some people wonder why African American women are making a transition to men of the opposite race. I've had the opportunity to speak with several women who who are very vocal about transition. That's why this is important information with which we all should become familiar with. All right. Now, how many times have you looked at an interracial couple and wondered, why are they together? Friends have said, when I see a beautiful black woman with a white man, I wonder why on earth would she be with that guy? Okay. Y'all heard what I said. Feeling froggy. Since no one in the comments said that they have done that, I'm going to ask Cuzzy first. Cuzzy.
Right.
Okay. You said that you would date a white man, right? Or a white man, right?
So it's on my new dating pool.
Okay.
And I don't need a passport to go do that.
Okay. What's wrong with passport these days?
I ain't saying nothing. I'm just saying I'm not talking about. I need to go across the world and buy a plane ticket to find them. They all over.
Okay. All right. So you saying that you added that on your new bucket list, basically?
I ain't say bucket. I said profile list.
Okay. We have read Miss Amelia.
I ain't got my glasses on. I think black men date more out of their race.
Okay. Thank you so much for that comment, Miss Amelia. And we're going to touch on that. So, okay, you said not your bucket list, but on your list that you would, that you'll date. Okay. So, and there's nothing wrong with that. I'm telling you, I know a bunch of great white guys. I do.
Mm-hmm.
Great men. No, I mean, I have nothing against them, whatever, you know what I'm saying, at all. And I don't feel some type of way when I see a black woman dating a white man. You said my personal problem is when she gets with the white man or the white guy that she's dating and starts to downgrade the black man.
The same thing y'all do to us.
5 minutes, Cuzzy. Hold on.
I couldn't do it.
Ooh,
I forgot the rules. I came back. I forgot the rules. I'm sorry.
Ooh, my geez, Mo. Hold on. Where's my granddaughter?
Oh my goodness.
You just couldn't wait, could you?
I could not.
But I'm gonna say this too. I don't like that either. But I don't, and I'm gonna tell y'all, a lot of times you have most like black women, when they do that, they become divestors. They go too hard when they do that. And I have some videos that I would like to play, but I'm not going to play them tonight because I should have, did more work, because the video sometimes is weird when you're doing it on live stream. I'm just telling you, like, I don't like that. You can love who you love. You know what I'm saying? Again, here's Miss Amelia.
So Miss Amelia say you should be open to love. So what don't you like? What part?
What you mean? No, I don't like when, like, say for instance, like, even like sometimes I have my things to say, but I would never really, when you have a black woman that's solid, I have nothing to say. It's a difference between a black woman and a black female. Okay. And that's, I'm gonna leave it there for the moment. And then if anybody have any questions about what I'm saying, feel free to ask.
So over the years, and especially in the beginning, and why we still joke about the passports. And I think one night I was so pissed at you, I was gonna renege your birth certificate and take my uncle's name off of it, because you went really hard on African American women. And that was the night I said, your mama was black, you got all these black sisters and black cousins, you black, because you went hard one night real bad that I was pissed. And it felt like you renounced or you put other race of women above black women. That's been a while now. Because you've been giving the smoke to everybody else, but you were really bad in some of those past videos over the year, but like closer to the summertime of last year, fall, it was really, really bad, because I think I renounced you about 3 times on one show.
Okay, Kazi. By any chance, can you, since you feeling froggy, tell me what I said?
Oh, you was going in about black women and going overseas and when we this, that, and go get you one over there and the family members. You were just going in really hard. Don't get your Alzheimer's. Don't get your.
No, I'm gonna tell you, if any one of y'all other women, if y'all feeling like, hey, go over the seas, then go overseas.
No, you went hard though, which is fine with the overseas. That's what, but you went hard one night because even your sister was gonna get you. That's when the bird thing started coming.
All of y'all should have got me. All of y'all
she did. You know she did. She
no.
That ain't gonna mean you gonna change your mind because we get you.
Right.
Ooh, look at Bayliner. Thank you, Bayliner. He getting Alzheimer's.
No, I ain't no Alzheimer's. I mean, I want y'all to really, if somebody can remember what I said, and I'm not backing up what I said.
I mean, you could say, you said that, like, just go back, but it was bad that night because I sat back on the couch and had to count. Because, I was going to renounce you 3 times. You can play that all you want. Got it! Play it all
Here's
you want.
Here's the problem. And this is where you and everybody else have to pay attention to. You ain't got to pay attention to me. But if you want to get your feelings hurt when I'm talking about females versus women, then go ahead.
I did. Now you don't get back to the original statement. Go back about the white man. Come on here.
No.
See?
You bringing the smoke. You feeling froggy. So bring it. But we have
bring it, Village. Bring it,
we
Village.
had Miss Wendy said she remembered that, right? Miss Wendy said, oh, you know what? I forgot, y'all. Let me get these phone lines open too, just in case if somebody want to just call in. I'm telling y'all right now, the right here, you have, if y'all want to jump on the camera, I'm putting the link up right there. It's right there. All y'all do is click on the link and it'll allow y'all to come on. We're gonna try that tonight.
Because my blood pressure be right. I just had this Asian food. You said black women were mouthy and out of control, especially modern women, females of women. Darren, Christian is trying.
I had to amen that. I'm sorry, but go ahead. Okay, Christian. Oh, I hate when this thing happened on my screen. Christian is trying to get onto the show. All right. I don't see Christian. Okay, Just tell me the link. I mean,
Uh,
tell them the link is right
seen
there.
the Soper. I sent
Yeah.
you on
Thank you,
Instagram.
Delana. Females, not
Okay.
women.
All right. Okay. Now, Baylana said females, not women. That's exactly. See, if y'all got to pay attention to my words, don't get Christina. Okay. All right. Christina, I'm getting ready to bring you on. So let me get this phone line going on. So y'all have to pay attention to what I say.
I don't want to pay
You know what I
attention.
mean?
What's going on here?
I know. So to my point,
L
either you're a
background.
little girl or you're a woman. And I was talking about little girls because it's a lot of, just like it's a lot of little boy dudes out here. You see what I'm saying? I mean, y'all know I don't care. I'll talk about the woman or the men because all of us need work. All of us do. And if I was talking about going overseas, then go overseas. Yes, you can find somebody that's more cultural and not have to deal with the mess that's going on here as much.
Amen. Oh,
Yeah. And that means for y'all women
y'all
and the men. Yeah.
Well, go back to the original statement about the white man. What we talked about.
Yeah, you the one brought that up. Like I'm supposed to back up from there.
Oh,
okay. Hold up. Okay. Oh, we have Miss Christina on the line. Hello, Miss Christina. How are you?
I was going to add something. I think that some white women, they're more low maintenance.
I can agree to that.
I don't get my nails done all the time. I bite my nails, so you know.
Okay. No, I get that. I mean, but any woman can be low maintenance. But it's funny that you say that because sometimes in our race, and I hate saying our race. Okay. I hate saying our race because we are all one race. We are the race of humans. We are the human race. So all that brown, black, and all that stuff, it really don't matter. But what I'm saying is what she said. I mean, it's a pro and con to that. Whether if you are a simple woman or you can be a Paris Hilton. Paris Hilton is very materialistic. You see what I'm saying? The average guy you would have to find somebody that's really up there balling to suffice for somebody like Paris Hilton. You see what I'm saying?
I mean, you said the Hilton. You didn't say the lady on the screen. You said Paris Hilton. So of course she will have a different maintenance style. It's the Hiltons. She come from money. She has to have a look a certain way. Hopefully, she's keeping up. But remember, she's a socialite. She was a young socialite. She ran in different circles, so they have to be maintenance. They can't just come on the screen looking like whatever who done it, and I'm just gonna come on the screen looking like whatever. Right. They have to go out. They have to go to these balls and show up. They have to be most of the time. I haven't seen too many heavy socialites. They usually slim. They slim to anorexic, they're almost invisible. Makeup. They have different marketing things. So yeah, they just don't jump on and look like whatever.
But I'm just saying I mean, I'm not putting it all on black women that they're materialistic. You understand? But that is right. Usually a black woman would be more materialistic. Baylana said you did tell men to go to get their passports. I did.
Yeah, I agree. Passport.
Then what else? And also Miss Christina, we on here. You gotta like me. They usually beating up on me, right? They usually beating up on me.
From last week, you guys were beating up on Darren.
Yeah. So, so all I'm just saying is, on here you have to have thick skin. It's a whole bunch of love.
Why is it that big women don't really go after big men?
Because I think it's harder for them to bump in the bump. You know what I'm saying?
So that's not true. That's not true.
Because I'm joking.
No, I'm just saying I'm a player from the Himalayas. It's an equal opportunity data as long as they're straights. In my eyes, I don't do the other stuff going down. So I don't know.
Oh, okay. So no bisexual men. That's good.
So, so that's what I'm just saying. Like, and that's probably what you. But you're probably right because it's different What's that old saying? Different strokes for different folks.
And depend on the strokes, because they got some strokes in them, I'm trying to tell you.
Right. So also, like I said, Miss Christine, definitely got to have thick skin on here because we got a lot of jokesters and all that. And I'm just glad y'all here so y'all can take some of the smoke off of me.
I have some jokes. I've known Darren for like 3 years now, so I got plenty of things to say about him.
Oh, you know what? Hold on. Let us hear it. Darren, you set yourself up every week. Let's hear it.
He videotaped it. That's all I'm gonna say.
Oh, okay. We have a caller coming in.
Every week. Let's see.
Conversations in Crete. Could you let us know who this is on the line? Who?
Miss Wendy.
Hold on, let me turn this off. Could you let us know who this is on the line?
Okay. You said is who again?
Miss Wendy.
Okay. No, I couldn't hear you. You say she did say Miss Wendy, right?
3 times. Yeah.
Yes, he said Miss Wendy.
Oh, okay. I mean, hold on. Wait a minute. I got something for that.
Calm down, baby. Calm down.
Thank you, sweet mama. Mm-hmm.
There she go, calling on her people. But go ahead. All right, what you want to say, Miss Wendy?
What don't I want to say?
Go ahead.
Garrett's online comedy. I'm trying to tell you. It's so good.
First and foremost, I was like, Lord Jesus, hold me back. What in the world? And see, Mom, I'm going to hold my own self back right now. What is really happening right now? We're not getting ready to go do Dern again. Dern or otherwise.
Dern is that guy.
Full on conversation. Ooh, Lord have mercy. You didn't just say that.
Yes.
No, I'm so sorry, Darren. You only get 5 minutes of my good night tonight because I am leaping south at 6 a.m. So we're not going to do that. In terms of the mixing of the relations and who's wanting what, where, and how, if you have a preference to go outside of your race, economic means, whatever, sexual orientations, that's your business. Please do not try to say everybody. It's way too many generalizations. All black women, all black men, all black. I'm done with the generalizations. People have their own preferences and they're entitled to them. You included saying that you want to fly across the world to go find yourself a woman because black women what? Black women who? Did what to who when? Because that's the result of. Would one did at some point to turn you away from all. That's not fair. Not fair at all. You playing dirty when you say you're going to send people passports to leave the country to get away from us. I didn't know who I am. Black woman, black woman have been completely on your team for a long time. Until you said that day. I said, oh, Lord. Did he just send people across the ocean?
How long ago was that, Miss Wendy?
Am I back on your side a little bit? Mm-hmm. Because I still traditionally believe in tradition. But that other foolishness, we love you like a fat kid loves cake, but you gonna cut that out.
Let me say this. How long ago was that, Miss Wendy?
Within a year.
About a month.
Oh, okay.
About a month. Y'all gonna have to get y'all lives straight. Sweet Mama G said.
I took a break and I had to pause. So I'm just going off of the fact that I know you said that. And you even admitted it.
Okay, I admit it. But guess what? Guess what?
What?
Y'all still here and we still together.
That's because I had to do something hard.
Whatever. You the one who brought it up.
Miss Wendy did not reach out. Miss Wendy.
Right back at you, sis.
Let me
With a
just
wink
say
and a
this.
smile.
The Peaceful Disturbance said, great show. Thank you so much, Peaceful Disturbance. We
Thank
got,
you, peaceful disturbance, because we've been peacefully disturbed
Yes.
and
You're real
perturbed.
bad in my eyes. Real bad in my eyes right about now.
anyway, y'all in y'all feelings a little bit right
We
now.
still love you. You know, you still
No.
got fan clubs and foolishness.
Who still got a fan club? Me or Miss Sweet Mama G?
Oh, I'm
You.
permanent.
Well, thank you so much, Miss Wendy. At least
She keeps look, wait. That's secondary to her consistent fan club. You was ebbs and flows.
well, thank y'all. I need people
Don't
just like
have to
What type of women do you like?
who, me?
Yeah.
Hold on, I got a phone call. Loki,
Don't kill me, man.
what's wrong, Loki?
Hey. Oh, I catch you bad. I just want to ask you a question, man. You still in house?
No, I'm actually live on the air.
Oh, my bad. I'll talk to you tomorrow.
Yeah, won't you come? Matter of fact, Loki, no, won't you come up on here and help me out, Loki? Help me out.
Baby. I'm being good tonight, y'all. I'm just letting y'all
All right,
know.
yeah, Loki, I'm messing with you, but I'll call you. I'll call you. We'll get it. We'll
My
get it
cousin
popping, right?
tested me tonight, and he tested me. I feel like I'm at work with some of the
I
people
will.
on the
All right,
screen.
okay.
I feel like I'm at work.
So
Some special
I'm sorry, y'all. So now, what kind of woman do I like? I like a traditional woman. I like a woman that knows the role of a woman. I don't want no insecure woman because I don't want. I would never make her feel insecure. Have I been guilty of that? Probably, but I'm not that way anymore. I was young. It's a thing called maturity. So I like traditional woman. I like a woman who is conservative. I don't need the first picture I see a woman up in the bathroom or whatever with her phone and all that stuff. It's a wrap. I don't like that. I don't like a woman who doesn't want to cooperate. Why? Why would I like a woman like that? I don't want that. I don't want a mouthy woman. I don't want no woman that's that feel the need to do all this stuff. I mean, I can go all night, but we ain't, that's I was just giving you a couple of things right there.
No women with ADHD, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I can't do the ADHD or the high definition, or you know what I'm saying? Because she need to remember what I'm telling her. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So we have
You discriminating against people who have disabilities.
what I look like. No, I ain't discriminating. I'm not discriminating.
It's wide open on the show. Trust me. It's wide open on the show. Oh my goodness.
Hold on, cousin.
Oh my goodness.
There you go. So now let's hit these comments, y'all. And we're gonna get back to the smoke. And this is what we do, Miss Christina. We always go and we respect everybody's comments and we read them. So
I just work here.
Okay. We have Baylana said he deflects. I don't think she was talking about me.
There she was.
Miss Wendy said yes, Baylana. Brother-in-law said Darren is real life. Hold up. Darren is real life hustle and flow. See? Respect Darren's grind. You know what I mean? Miss Wendy says like one of those visors in car on sunny day. So that's you talking about the deflector, Miss Wendy?
Yes.
We also have DJXL said the heck a pimp this week.
Freddy Krueger, babes. Freddy Krueger.
And then Baylana said yes. And then DJXL said darn pimping. And then Baylana said he thinks. And shouts out to Mimi in the building. Said, hey family, and don't start Excel, not a pimp. Laugh out loud. Then we have the peaceful disturbance. Sweet Mama G is trying to hold her tongue. Don't hold your tongue, cuzzy. Let it all out. Let it hang out.
Oh my goodness.
Let it all hang out, cuzzy. Don't be shy. You got wide open this Friday. Go wide open. Then Baylana said, absolutely, Crete deflects. And then peaceful disturbance. Oh yeah, that was it. And then said, okay. All right. So now go ahead, Cuzzy. Wide open.
I ain't got nothing to say. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. So we're gonna get back to that. And don't y'all go nowhere. And I'm gonna finish reading this, right? So we were still on interracial couples or not some interracial couples, and we were looking at black women dating white men, whatever. And remember, I don't have a problem with that. I don't, because white men are people, black men are people. We're humans, and y'all have y'all preferences. You see what I'm saying? We all have preferences. I have nothing against it. What I only have something against when one gets with one and then talks about the other race or whatever. You know what I'm saying? And Cuzzy, I mean, you said something earlier, but it was something you were right about. So and then DJ XL said, I'm just saying he read like district style. Yeah, with the light. That's what I'm talking about, Darren. You know, that's how we doing it. We gotta switch it up this week. I don't think he's driving. I think he's just styling and profiling. He got his red. He said he took the red pill. That's what his t-shirt said.
He's driving with a seatbelt on.
Yeah, nah, he just handling his business. Is Darren the club at the club or in his boom boom room? Y'all got the jokes, boy. So now, again, I'm gonna start off from here. How many times have you looked at an interracial couple and wondered, why are they together? Friends have said, when I see a beautiful black woman with a white man, I wonder why on earth would she be with that guy? I think that's kind of ridiculous. But a woman named Deborah from South Carolina said the only reason she dated a white guy was because he was attracted to her. One day he told me the only reason I refused to date him was because he was white. Deborah explained, after thinking about what he said, she realized he was right. Their relationship lasted only a short period of time, but during those 4 months, Deborah felt extreme pressure from black males. They told her she was a disgrace. They asked if she felt she was too good for them. Talking about do she feel like she's too good for black men? That's what she's saying. On the contrary, she only received a little pressure from black females. They were more understanding. I'm going to say this. When black women date white men, you got the sweet mama tribe. Like, go on, girl. Yeah, we see you did. Yeah, go on, girl. Right? We have Miss J in the building that cammed up. Thank you. Thank you so much for camming up. So we have, but when black women date white men, they get a fan club. But then when black men date white women, oh, he this, he that, he just doing this because of that. Don't get me wrong. Some white men do date white women because they think it's a come up or some certain situation, or you know what I mean? So, but black women do the same thing because sometimes they think the white man is superior, but that's okay. You know what I mean? These are things that we were raised with through television, through history, that these thoughts have come about. Now, since we have Miss J, thank you for coming on. Do you have anything to say about what Sweet Mama just said? No, about what I said though, but go ahead.
First of all, I definitely am part of her tribe still. That's not going to change. So I just wanted her to see me. Hey, Laura.
Okay.
But no. You guys can. I unfortunately I had it was kind of echoing back and forth, and so I was having a really hard time hearing everybody. But I turned off the YouTube version of it, so now I can hear everybody clearly. So I'll chime in after I get a clear idea of what Sweet Mama G was saying, unless you want to repeat it, Sweet Mama G.
I didn't say that. That was my cousin. He was being smart, Miss J.
Okay.
Well, I was being smart. What I was being smart
I
about?
didn't even say nothing for like 10 minutes.
I know. I was trying to throw it all on you. Go ahead, Miss J.
No. I didn't hear what she had said, so I didn't.
Oh well, the question was earlier. Put up a 1 if you're a black woman. Put up a 12 if you would date a white man.
Yeah.
And
so
then I didn't say anything since then.
Wait a minute. Did you? You didn't put up anything. Did you say?
I put up a 12.
Oh, okay. Well, you know what? That's preference, and everybody has their preference, and everyone is entitled to their preference. I personally would prefer black men. That's just my own preference. But I don't have an issue when I see interracial couples. I have interracial couples in my own family. A lot of the black men in my family are married to white women, and I have white first cousins. So I don't have a problem with seeing that outside of my own race. But I just personally have the preference of just dating black men. I'm just attracted. I guess if I was ever attracted to a white guy, maybe I would consider going beyond just the attraction, but I haven't had that. So,
thank you.
But you know how some races are considered white.
What was that?
Some races are some ethnic different, like some Spanish countries they consider
like Dominicans,
right.
Some Dominicans.
They black, you know, depending on what origin, where they from. They do not always see themselves as being black. They could be way darker than we are, and they said they're not black. You know, they Afro, whatever, they white. So it's depending on how they classify it. I had some friends from New York who was Puerto Rican. They said they were Puerto Rican white, not Puerto Rican black. So it just depends on what we classify white as. Because, you know, it depends on what your family describe you as. And as you get older, you might want to say something different. You know, I might be black, but let's say I'm first line or my immediate parent is of white origin. People mix it up.
A lot of people have a tendency to run from the black race because of what black people went through. And they don't want to be labeled as black people through slavery or through a lot of different things. Like the Dominicans, it was through French and Spain, because you got to remember Haiti is their neighbor. Puerto Rico is their neighbor, but they can't stand Haitians. But that's where the slavery really was starting. And then when they came over to Dominican Republic, they were like, oh no, I'm not one of them. I'm white. I mean, I'm saying it in a crazy way, but that's what happened. I'm white. And that's why you have Sammy Sosa bleaching himself and a whole bunch of other insecure ones like that. But the Dominicans are really some great people. It's just like any other group of people. We have some funny ones in there that you know you got to watch out for. But bottom line, the human race started in Africa. So whether you white and hate black people or whatever, I'm sorry. It was the black male first, or it wasn't even the black male. It was a human male, and he just so happened to be brown.
Who said? So I said 12 because if I keep talking about I'm gonna just date in my race, I'm not opening myself up to other people. It's very limited for that. I've dated Puerto Rican Puerto Ricans, but he thought he was white, or you know, he classified himself as white and not black. But it's none of my business. I don't care. And in the South, you see a lot of black women with white men, typically. And down here as well, more so than where we're originally from, more white men take my cart, open the door. A black man let the door hit me at the 7-Eleven. I was getting gas. I'm like, well, okay. You know,
probably was giving them odds you be giving on this show.
Nah, I wasn't giving no odds. I need some gas, so I ain't gonna get home.
Well, he said, watch this. Go ahead, cuz y'all my bad.
But you know, like I said, it's a difference But I think we've always been conditioned: don't date that person, don't date that person, don't date that person. And then a lot of African American women don't date Africans, don't date Africans. They come to swindle your money. They gonna get you caught up in scams. So it's just a lot of misconceptions about people because there's a lot of regular black scammers out here. So I think you just have to open it. It's in your mind. I don't care whether Crete like who I'm dating and my preference. I mean, we look back about it. Like, ooh. But hey, that's them. They got to deal with that situation. They have to live with it. Not me. So.
Well, guess what? Just a little bit of what you just said. You're part of the problem because you just said it's a lot of black scammers.
No, I was just saying they will all say, don't do black, don't date Africans, don't date that, don't date this. It's like, okay, it's a lot of murderers, killers, whatever you want to classify. But I was talking about how they always talk about Africans that were scammers.
Oh my gosh, you got the shade thing going on for you.
My little glasses there.
Yes. My response is, I believe, sweet mama, that Crete is throwing shade. I really do.
He can shade it up. He could be on the beach.
He's so shaded up. And I told myself, when I come on here, I'm gonna put these here shades on.
And they sharp. Thank you so much.
A sharp. They SHWP sharp.
Thank you. These are my Hollywood shades.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. So here's my thing. There's Darren shades. That's what I'm talking about. So
Darn shades don't count. They got eyes on them.
They got
eyes. And you got to cover your eyes up. What I will say is this: I completely forgot. How could I forget this? Years ago, it was years and years ago. I actually was married to a man from Puerto Rico, and my youngest son is biracial, and he was a light-skinned Puerto Rican, but he identified as Black. When I first met him, before I actually met his family, I remember saying, so like, what, like your ethnicity, like what is, obviously you're Puerto Rican, but you kind of have like light complexion, but you kind of seem like a Black guy. And he told me, my mother is your complexion, but my dad is a white guy, is a white Puerto Rican. So I asked him, I said, over in your country, do you guys have race problems like we have in America? And he said, no. Not like they do in America. He said it was hard to come over here, though, because he came over here as a teenager to find where his identity was. But he said that Black people accepted him more so than white. So he identified more with white Americans, but, his ethnicity is Puerto Rican.
Usually that's what happens. But I'm going to say this as well. You just said something. But he's not one of the ones that I would label. I can't stand when people say, well, let's say he's Puerto Rican. Well, I'm not Black, I'm Puerto Rican. Puerto Rican is not a race, it's where you from. You see what I'm saying? So that kills me sometimes when I hear that from other different nationalities and you Black or brown. None of us are Black. My shirt is black. I'm brown. So to my point, if anyone has ever visited Puerto Rico or Puerto Rico, stop playing. But Puerto Rico, and I'm gonna say I'm gonna get this to brother-in-law who we have in the comment section, because one time I had never been to Puerto Rico at that time, and brother-in-law said, "Yeah, we planning a trip to we going to Puerto Rico on this day." I say, "For real, brother-in-law?" I said, "Okay." I said, "I'll tell you what. We're going to set this up. I'm going to go get some tickets. I'm going to meet you there. I don't care what it is. I'm going to meet you there. Don't tell my little sister, which is his wife. And I'm not going to tell my wife at the time." I said, we're going to go up there. And it was fun. It was a lot of fun. But anyway, we ended up meeting. No, we just so happened to be meeting in Fort Lauderdale because we had the same flight, whatever. But we didn't want to see each other there. So just so happened we missed each other there, and then they flew from Fort Lauderdale to Puerto Rico, and so did we. So, but when we got to Puerto Rico, me and my wife at the time was standing there, and we was trying to get things together. But just so I was looking for Tony, but just so happened he saw us first, and he covered his wife's eyes, and I was staying there, and then it was just a fun, very fun vacation. But them two looked at each other like, "What the heck is going on?" Because we in Puerto Rico, what are you doing here? Whatever. To my point. When you get to Puerto Rico, you're going to see the culture. Puerto Rico's culture is stronger than ours. But guess what their culture is? People
African.
dark like me with this.
African.
Exactly.
I've been there 4 times, and the
Yes.
beauty of the people in Puerto Rico is that they identify with their African heritage. I mean, you do have very white Puerto Ricans, but for the most part, I've had in-depth conversations with Puerto Ricans whose skin is darker than yours, Crete. I mean, you know,
I mean, and they're there.
Yeah, and they identify with their African heritage. And if you have an opportunity to go to the shows that they put on where they do the African dance, it's unbelievable. It's unbelievable because the heritage is a mixture of Hispanic, of Spanish, Africa, and believe it or not, Asian.
Yeah.
So my son has some of those Asian characteristics with the really small eyes, just like his father. Very similar characteristics. So he has a really good mix. But what's interesting to your point earlier is that I've had to work with my son and explain that here in the United States of America, you're a Black man.
Yes.
Because he will say, I'm Puerto Rican. And even when it comes to filling out forms where you have to put your ethnicity, he's putting a combination of Hispanic and Black. But I've had to really have some in-depth conversations with him that, if you get stopped by the cops, they're not going to be, you're Hispanic, you're Puerto Rican? No, you're Black.
It's funny you say that because I use that as an example with some of my friends, some are Dominican or whoever. I say, whenever you have an identity crisis, just jump in your car, go down the street about 80 miles an hour, and let the cops tell you what you are.
And they'll tell you what
Let them tell you what you are. To catch up on some of these comments, and we are a little behind on that is boom. We have you want to read that? Gasha Club and Lil Gasha Life. Hello, ladies. I'm just signing in and trying to figure out what my brother has stirred up before I chime in. I wonder who Gotcha is.
It can't be Crete because we don't know who no Gotcha.
Yeah, it must be Dern. Must be Dern.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then we have shouts out to Gotcha Club and Lil Gotcha Life. Then we have DJ XL also said he is in his deuce and a quarter watching the stroll. Talking about Dern's stroll. And Baylana said, ew, is that Dern sister? Matter of fact, Dern. Where did Miss Christina go? She was good. Where's she at?
I saw her chiming in. I wanted to kind of chime in with her.
She had to go clean the room up and take the moo off.
Girl.
Bruh.
Where's she at? She's a good extension to the show. Tell her to come back on. Tell her come on.
Right.
So the extension code, we're going to put our finger in the stacker and then water.
Then we have Mimi, or Miss Mimi said, laughing my butt off. AC talking my brother-in-law. Understanding to her face. I don't know what that was. DJ XL always got the shenanigans.
The mixed race couples.
Then he said, I don't give a if she got cakes, jugs, and can cook, we can rap a taste. See DJ XL was saying that he's what do you call it?
Yeah.
He's open to whatever situation is. DJ XL said, I'm Puerto Rican, Black, and Alaskan. Okay.
And practices the Islamic religion. I love it. He is very, very diverse.
The peaceful disturbance. Good points, bro. And then peaceful. I feel you, sweet Mama G. And DJ XL said, truth be told, as Black people are the only people with no real identity. Very true, because we keep making it that way for ourselves. It's ridiculous. Keep going against each other.
I'd like to comment on that if I could.
Sure.
Crete. I'm taking I just finished a class called Social and Cultural Competencies in Counseling.
Mm-hmm.
And we talked about this documentary we saw, which was really old, but it was profound. It was called The Color of Fear. Mm-hmm. And it totally speaks to what XL said. Hi, Excel.
You look cute.
You look so cute. I love your smile.
No, what up? Hey, how you
Hey,
doing?
I got love for him, even though I'm still part of the Sweet Mama G tribe. But I would like to speak to that, to what he said, because I watched The Color of Fear, and The Color of Fear had men from Japan, Korea, 2 black men, had 1 white man, and had a man from Cuba. So they had Hispanic men, Asian men, and black men. And they were in a group setting for a weekend where they hashed it out. They hashed out identity and so on and so forth. And the point that kept being made by the black man to the white man was, look, you want us to identify as American, but by doing that, you have to grab our artifacts, feel like you can identify with us, and make sure that we do everything that you say. It was very, very profound when I watched that, because I also had to do a paper to basically reflect on it and talk about what I thought about it. And I had a lot of different books that I went through and got some strong quotes from some very, very profound authors. I just happen to have one here. I don't know if you guys are familiar with this. The Miseducation of the Negro by Carter Woodson.
Hey,
Awesome
XL.
book.
Yep.
Who'd that look like on that book?
I didn't even pay attention.
I can't.
I don't know.
My cousin
Bokeem
Shane.
Woodbine?
Huh?
Bokeem Woodbine?
No,
Who?
My
who
cousin-
no, who, no, go. Who it look like, Cuzzy?
I don't know.
What?
It looked like Bokeem Woodbine back in the day on Strap.
A rapper.
A rapper?
A rapper.
I can't see it.
I don't think there are any other.
No, I'm saying, can you put it back up, Miss J?
Yeah, sure can.
Onyx.
Sticky fingers?
Nah,
Yes.
it don't look nothing like Sticky Fingers.
You crazy?
A little
What's with
bit.
y'all?
A
He
young.
don't look-
His face is a
Oh,
little shaped
no.
different.
He like a young version of dude from Milli Vanilli, baby, but not
Nah.
Sticky Fingers. Like,
I
That
thought
looks
like
you
I
just
was
literally
like
was
saying.
just Sticky Fingers.
All right.
Concrete, if you have a picture of that person, Sticky Fingers, maybe you should put it up so we can see if it's the same.
I don't
person.
even have. a sticky
Excel,
fingers.
you got one. He took some pictures of Sticky Fingers and Fred drawing them at a concert Onyx just had.
Yeah.
He was the
Yeah, what's your name?
photographer.
Was Ricardo with them? XL.
Who?
Ricardo. Sick Flow.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay. All right. So thank you for sharing that with us,
Yeah.
Miss J,
Thank you.
because that
Yeah,
was very
so
powerful.
basically your point is well made. Yeah, we don't have an identity. We were stripped of our
course not.
identity. We were taken from Africa and put on
See, that's
slaves.
what I was coming. That's what I was coming on here to say. Like when Crete was talking about like everything is nationalities versus race, the Western culture is the only one that considers anything to be a race because it's all about who's going to be
It's the American
in
race,
charge.
and that's not a race. That's not a
Because
race.
if you look at white folk, they know their nationalities. They check their lineage. They go back and say, "Well, I'm Irish. I'm European." You know, Asian person. If you talk to a Korean and call them Chinese, they'll lose their shit. You call a Puerto Rican, Dominican, they'll lose their shit. We the only ones that just don't have an identity. We just black.
Well,
So
you
we
got to
can't
remember,
get back to-
it's a reason for that. But go ahead, and it's working. But go ahead.
Well, I mean, it's already been embedded in us. That's why light skin and dark skin are 2 different races. You sit there, look at somebody light skin, and be like, yo, he's sensitive, he can't fight, he can't do this, he can't do that. You look at somebody dark skin, oh, he a criminal, he gonna do this, he gonna do this, he gonna do that. We
But
already
that
did it
was
to ourselves.
the West. Well, you just said it. The Western world it created that. They created us to look like criminals to the rest of the world. Even when our own people from Africa come over here, they go through classes and they are told basically to stay away from us or watch us. Watch out for them.
Kind of, sort of, because they don't really go through classes. They just go by what they see while they back home.
No, they
I'm
go through
cool with a
classes.
lot of them.
They go through
I'm cool with
classes.
a lot of them. All Middle
me
Eastern,
too.
like even my man that got the store, he's from Yemen. He said all he went by is what he saw on TV shows, and
That's what I'm talking about. The programming. Yeah, programming.
Right.
Yep. They
And then-
make us look like criminals.
We have to try to explain ourselves to white people, which is very, very difficult. And they see everything in only black and white. So they don't even realize how diverse and multicultural that we are. And that's a really hard thing because all white people see black people as, or at least the ones that I've encountered in these classes, is that we are oppressed and marginalized and
Well,
poverty-stricken. They don't
but if
see
you,
any of our black excellence, none of those things.
well, they're not going to see that because that's the same way. The reason why they didn't want us to learn how to read, because knowledge is power. But in fact, they learn how to read from our people. But anyway, you know, that's we could go all night on that one. But
So another
bottom
book,
line.
if you want to talk, if you want to read, it's called Pedagogy of the Oppressed by Paulo Freire. I think it's Paulo Freire. That's a really good, give you some different social insights. So Pedagogy of the Oppressed.
I've got two more too. Are y'all familiar with this one? Long Time Coming by Michael Eric Dyson.
Yep.
And Faces at the Bottom of the Whale, The Permanence of Racism. Eric Bell, these books are off the chain.
Okay.
Hey, Darren, why are you so quiet tonight?
For the paper that I had written, that's why I just happened to have them on my dining table. Yeah.
Darren, why are you so quiet tonight?
No, I'm just chilling, just listening.
Oh, okay. So okay, we're gonna switch it up a little bit. Baylana said that's not true, Miss J. If you can let us know what's not true, Baylana, if you can, please let us know in the comment. Meanwhile, we're gonna kick it off from right here. We're gonna ask y'all women, what women desire in a man. I've asked this question before.
Yeah.
It'll always pop up because you have men on here that wonder, what do women desire?
Really?
And we talk about the white, black, whatever, because bottom line, we're people. You know what I'm saying?
So in the comments, women, let us know what you desire in a man. I mean, you got to narrow it down in a man, in a job.
You want like a list?
But
I mean,
it must have been.
No, it's because that list could be long. Because I mean, you know, y'all women have a tendency to try to make a man and all this old stuff on there.
Yeah, we're not building no bass.
I'm joking, y'all.
We're not building no bass. No, we gotta build a bass.
I gave 3 last time, and I my 3 are still the same. You know.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I have that. Has.
Do you remember what your 3 was?
I do.
Okay.
I desire
Lay it on us.
a kindness. I desire a man to be respectful and a man to be generous. Generous, kind, and respectful.
How you feel about that, Darren?
The top 3.
How you feel about that, Darren?
Yeah, a man could supposed to be respectful and kind and stuff. Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
I agree with that. That's the basis, though. That's the base. That's a good starting point.
Okay.
Let's start.
Now, we're going to get into this. What a woman desires in a man, or in a man. Women desire a man who is honorable, fair, and ethical in terms of relationships. Having integrity can help strengthen the bond a man has with a woman. So he's saying the man will help strengthen that bond. And his moral principles will guide his behavior and help him to be the best head that he can be. What's the problem? What's the problem, cousin? Shouts out to Dougie in the building. He said that black folks celebrate other cultures way more than they do their own. Just like I guarantee you, if you leave out right now and go to Walmart or somewhere, and if there's a Mexican restaurant, I guarantee you the brothers all over there because it's Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah.
They're over there right now. You're right, Dougie. All right. So from what I just read, y'all, where's the problem in what I just read? Okay, you got a problem with that, Cuzzy?
No, men should be honorable. A man should have a purpose. Remember, why am I with a man if he doesn't have a purpose? It has to be an honorable purpose. You can't be saying, well, I'm gonna go rob all the banks in the world. That's not what we fit to do.
Okay.
Somebody making up. Oh, okay. So a man with purpose. because we're just not going to be, especially at our seasoned age, we won't have time for mishaps. Just because you're going to do some things that I'm not going to be a part of.
Right. Do some things.
Yeah.
So what you mean by that?
So, we talk about there's no stability. Previous show. We're not going to blow all our mortgage money because you think you're going to be the next Baccarat winner at the casino. We're not doing that. We're not rolling the dice on my living quarters. No man.
So in other words, you tell us
my money. Remember Hustle Man and Martin had them T-shirts with Whitty Hutton. You're not blowing all my money on Whitty Hutton shirts. That's not what we're doing.
Where they bought them from Frisky?
Huh?
They bought them shirts from Risky.
Yeah.
From off of Everybody Hates Chris.
We're not doing that. We're not buying Whitty Hutton shirts. That's not what we're doing. A purpose. And especially if you want me to invest my hard-earned money that I have to get up for every mornings, we're not investing in Whitty Hutton t-shirts. We're not doing that. Or we're going to go gamble our money with nope, that's not what we're doing. We're not buying $12,000 worth of DJ equipment for the head stuff and gaming chairs and no beats and no money and no purpose. We're not doing that.
What's wrong with my DJ equipment?
I think you got John's DJ equipment. He spent $12,000 for his. At least that's what he said last week.
I wish I only spent $12,000 on my equipment.
So
maybe that was his
investing cash is king, but we're not doing no Whitty Hutton shirts or no Freddy Krueger stuff. No.
Oh, hold on. I think Darren was saying so. What'd you say, Darren?
That was when I was coming up over the years. I'm not spending no $12,000 and no 37 years old. I mean, that's already established.
No, but you have some. I see you so sensitive. I still have guys. You look on like their pages of people we know. They just trying to be DJs at 51. And if that's your aspiration,
just starting.
Wonderful.
It's a little late.
I mean, you got guys that's
I buy equipment. I buy $12,000 for equipment at 42.
I said 51.
Started long before 40.
I ain't looking at too many great bald men turning at the thing like we going to the old folks' home. No, at the activities. No, sir.
Let me say this.
I'm writing that down. Thank you, Excel.
Yeah. Baylana said, I need my man, and notice I said man, not make to be not make. To be on his purpose, to be the head, the protector, the provider, be honest and loyal, and the problem solver. That's what a man is to me. I can definitely
I like that definition, Baylana.
Yeah, that was on point right there. That was on point.
Thank you so much, Baylana.
Shouts out to Gasha Club again. Thank you for coming back. Now, so I'm gonna say this. I mean, I get it. You know what I mean? If you don't want to, sometimes I get it, cuz it's too much a risk. Sometimes when you're trying to invest in some guys, you know what I mean? I get it. I get it. But that guy actually should go ahead and be able to do it himself unless something else happens.
I don't mind investing in. I mean, I've invested in not just people who are my man or significant other. I've invested in friends, but it cannot be no tomfoolery. My money's hard to come by. I'm tired right now. I gotta get up in the morning. It's 12 o'clock almost. I'm not investing in foolery. I've had people come to me with, these get rich quick schemes and, over the pandemic, remember people trying to buy AMC and all this stuff and the cryptocurrency and the whatever, buy Bitcoin. It was just too much going on. I didn't feel like being risky for my rent's money. So we're not going to be risky on where I've done that before and I've landed myself in a situation. You got to be smarter and do better. You have a person, they'll sell Avon, Mary Kay, real estate, They doing taxes during the season. They paralegals. They doing hair. They braiding. I'm like, pick a side, pick something, because sometimes it just be too much.
Right. No, I get it, and it's a lot of it out there. So you gotta watch it, and you gotta make sure the investment is something solid. So let me clean this up.
Not Darren. What's his child name?
This is Gasha Club, and Lil Gasha Life is actually my big sister Leslie. Somebody must have hacked her channel. Somebody must have hacked her channel or something. But what's up, big sis?
Darren, little friends, one of his little friends.
You thought it was Darren friend. Now that is funny. Yeah.
No, you cannot, Dougie. You cannot flip my income tax check because it ain't nothing to flip. I owe the folk. Ain't no flipping nothing.
Come on, let Dougie flip the thing. He might be the
Business
one.
owners, we owe taxes. We ain't gonna flip us. No. It's hard out here. Ain't flipping nothing. We ain't backslide. We ain't doing nothing with that money.
Darren, where Miss Christina went? Tell her, come on back, dude.
I told you where she went.
Where she went?
I don't know.
Change our moo and make that bed up and stop eating whatever she's eating in that camera.
Gotta have thick skin on this channel here.
Yeah, she low maintenance. She low maintenance, so she didn't mind.
Hey, that's a plus to a lot of men.
Yeah, and that one. And they can keep that one. I thought it was a patient at one of my little programs. I didn't know what was going on.
Cause
Is that Miss
Hey,
Wendy?
bro, come on now, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Come on, man.
She spoke to you earlier, Miss J.
What happened?
She spoke to you
Miss
earlier.
Wendy, I'm so sorry I missed that. I just thought I heard your voice. I'm like, is she on the phone?
Who? Miss Wendy. Oh, yeah. See, Miss Wendy, you were supposed to come in and comment on a lot of this stuff, but I got something for y'all right now, so y'all can come in and say a little something.
I ain't hear nobody. I kept thinking about whatever the person was testing and her food. The first thing that made me dial in was the fact that he said, I chew my nails, and I said, I'm gonna vomit. That's not just a maintenance thing. That is hygienically nasty.
No, that's low maintenance. You ain't got to send it to the pedicure and all that. That's great.
I didn't say pedicure. That's just wash your hands and don't put them in your mouth.
Nah.
After you finish.
Hey, that's saving money right there to a lot of fellas. That's saving money. She could bite her nails.
I do my own nails.
That's nasty.
But I am not.
XL.
You playing?
Yeah.
I've known you 1,000 years. I know good and well you are not saying a plus is to chew your nasty nail.
Hey, XL. Miss Christina was just on here. You saw her, right?
Kinda, yeah.
Okay. She was biting her nails. She said she was low maintenance. She was taking care of her pedicure. Do you got a problem with that?
I mean, she biting her nails. I mean, I got a problem with nail biters. Period.
Thank you.
I'm kind of a germaphobe. I ain't gonna put my lips where your hands have been touching all kinds of shit.
Look here, man. You ain't gotta send it to the.
I'm just saying.
What they call that? A pedicure? Is a pedicure? What is it?
Manicure?
A manicure. That's what it was. Manicure.
I'm like,
I was trying to think of manicure.
Biting on her feet. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Maybe she's biting on her feet.
So what I'm saying.
I shouldn't even get her feet up to her mouth to be able to do that.
She could do that, then maybe some things could change. Yeah. That's more flexibility.
I can get a knee up there for the feet.
Be like, Christine, you got your feet up in your mouth.
I can't comport like that.
That changed the dynamics, XL.
That changed the dynamics. The legs is moving elsewhere. You know what I mean?
See, I told y'all. Tell Miss Crete to come back on.
That's a smell like an open wound right there. I'm good.
Hey,
that's what that look like.
Hey, for all I know, she might smell like Bath and Body Works.
Exhale.
Turn her to a pretzel on a stick.
Oh my goodness.
Thank you so much. Somebody please start reading the comments because they are.
Baylana said, "I'm low maintenance, but I ain't showing up in my gown."
In my gown.
Okay. Come on, y'all. Maybe she was. Let me tell you something.
She could have been blindsided. Never know.
No, she wasn't blindsided. No.
She could have been Amish.
But I don't know.
She could have been Amish, okay?
No.
And you could have been. it's just not
So
right.
this make me
that
further think
you have
about.
the ability, one, first and foremost, you have the ability to blur that background. And then on top of it, you didn't have to stand up and say with your gown on and then come back and stuff your face after talking about you bite your nails.
Oh my
Baby.
goodness.
And unmade bed with the plate tone on it.
And then to say the first thing that was mentioned that got me fired up in the first place, it's like, oh, I'm not like black women. I'm very. Do what happened to who? What you say?
Oh my goodness.
But I'm gonna say,
That's why I said. That's why I said, oh, hold me back, G, because you're not doing that. You're not doing that at all. Stereotyping black women, and then you want to say that you white, so you don't do what black women do, so you chew your nails to be maintenance free. Girl,
she might as well rub on the ground.
It got nothing to do with black, white, green, or purple. Don't be biting your dirty nails.
Oh my goodness.
And say with your gown on.
But this made me forever think of the other guest that someone brought in last week. What she looks like. It didn't come on the screen. So this one was a little different.
Oh, you know,
I could summarize about the other caller last week.
Come on, Darren, just tell them to come back through because now
that ain't no shade. That's true.
Baylon is saying Amish A.
I was good. I was trying to be good. I'm a little sleepy and I'm trying to be good.
You were.
My cousin told me 5 minutes and I was in my little 5 minute zone.
You know, you can be maintenance free and maintenance all that. As much money as I've seen and made, I literally always chose to be wise in my spending, and it did not require me to go and sit in front of a nail person from another. You're talking about issue nails.
I wasn't doing that. I'm sorry, Miss Wanda. I got a burning question.
No, go girl.
I just put something from me, so I'm laughing. And Mr. DJ XL.
he was
so, Mr. Dern, I'm gonna say this. I appreciate you coming to the show. I appreciate you trying to give us all your little fashion sense every time you come on. You know. Can I ask you a question? If I'm going to invite somebody in on the show, my friend, I'm not going to send on friends that's not going to get the best representation of the folk I know and hang with.
Bruh.
You understand what I'm saying? Okay, we acting delayed.
He is. See, he's totally unbothered. I'm not sure. Did
you hear what I said?
For Darian.
Did you hear what I said, Darian?
First of all, I personally appreciate who Darren brings in. We appreciate that, Darren. Keep bringing them.
Comic relief, yes.
Shouts out, Darren. You know what I mean? Showing up on a positive note.
Keep the diversity coming, Darren.
That was no diversity. That was just based one last week. Get out of here.
No, you gonna come on in.
And I just like share the thing on this. Show people like, hey, I do all this stuff. I just
Darren, don't pay them no attention.
He said what? What'd you say, Mr. Aaron? What happened?
But I post my personal life on. What I was saying is like I just post the streaming video that we do or whatever. I post on my Facebook wall or whatever. I post and people like, hey, I want to go check it out. Some people say they want to come, some people don't. I mean, only invite the people that actually want to come on there and check it out.
Okay.
Well, look, for the two that actually you sent three. You sent Petty Officer, you sent Miss Keena, and Miss Christina. Shouts out to all of them. We appreciate them coming. They're always welcome to come on. That's how we do over here. We got Dougie said she just ain't washed her laundry yet, peoples. You know what I'm saying? Hey, she came on.
Can you go to Gasha Club, Leslie? Go to 1153 Gasha Club. Ask that question. Who is that? Who's she talking about?
Is it wait a minute. Mm-hmm. What about that dude 2 weeks ago who flossed his teeth and sucked between the gaps of his teeth and sucked his fingers?
Who is that?
Was they on the reality show? I mean, relationship show? This is more like a reality show. I ain't gonna lie to you. But
Who is
anyway,
that sucking their fingers? Who is that?
Dougie Doug, Dougie, and Miss Wendy said Dougie Doug. And then Miss Christina, there she is, Miss Christina, came back up. I usually in bed. That's why I'm usually in bed. That's why I'm in my nightgown. See, boom. But see, now you're gonna have to start planning late nights with us so you can come on, because everybody makes a difference when they either comment or come on the screen or call in. Y'all make a difference, and we appreciate that. Showing up on a down round.
Who was this?
She was saying it was one of his guests. I remember who that was, but I can't. I
you
can't. I
talking
remember,
about
but I can't.
Griffey, whatever? That's the only person I can think like
2 weeks ago.
Yeah, I was trying. I think.
Come on, Trav. Who was on it 2 weeks ago? I'm trying to think who was on here 2 weeks ago, except for Darren and who else?
I don't know. We'll figure it out along the way.
Yeah,
but here it is. While y'all figure that out. Okay. We also had we want to talk about y'all women. Do not talk about y'all, but asking y'all women. Do y'all appreciate a man with do y'all appreciate a man with personality? Hey, there we go, Miss Christina. Thank you for popping back up. The question we're asking, we say, what do women desire in men? Now, here's one right here where it says personality traits. Now, do women appreciate this personality? Personality traits.
What's up, Sam?
What's up, man?
Hi, Darren.
What up? Can you see me?
Hi, Darren.
Yeah, we appreciate y'all coming through. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good.
Good. We appreciate y'all. So right here we have was it personality traits? All right, so personality traits, right? Sense of humor, intelligence, passion, active, and have enthusiasm and pursuit, confidence, and generosity. Is that traits?
Generosity was one of mine. So yeah.
Okay.
Definitely.
Okay. So Miss J, hold on one second. I'm trying to. Okay, so Miss J, so what can you say about that list of personality traits?
I don't necessarily know that generosity is a personality trait. Although it was one of the traits that I consider a top one, and the reason is because if a man is generous, then he's going to also show up later in the relationship as a protector and a provider. But if he's miserly and stingy, then he won't be doing those, that's the word, wall duties that he's responsible for in the relationship. And a man is supposed to be the head of the relationship, so those things are at the top tier portion of it. So that's why generosity stands out for me as one of my top three.
Okay.
I don't consider that a personality. I consider that a trait.
Okay. And I appreciate that. Definitely appreciate that. Now I'm gonna catch up on a couple of comments, and then we're gonna take it over to Sweet Mama Cuzzy. So see, your problem is I don't like the last week when she was talking about I make this face from the 70s. You understand what I'm saying? She talking about when we was young kids.
You starting it. You starting it.
Anyway.
Well, I feel like I'm at work.
All right, so Baylana said something about it was on the music show. And then Baylana said that was a music show. And then Big Sis said, you're right, Baylana. And then we have Darren said, Booski is the name of my 89 box Chevy.
Oh my goodness.
That's what I'm talking about, Darren. Bring it out on him. Then Gasha Club is I'm sorry, that's Big Sis. I keep on forgetting. I'm messing all up over here. Then we got Baylana say he was on the Brutally Honest rap show 2 weeks ago. Okay. And then we have Mimi. Miss Mimi said, no, SMG, something Sweet Mama Cuzzy done did. And then
you done did.
Big Sis said, I'm crying right now. And then Mimi, and then all right, cuz I need 5-minute break. Yes, you do need to take a 5-minute timeout. You know what I'm saying?
I'm minding my business. I'm sipping on the water. What?
That's from your big cousin. So now,
I ain't do nothing.
so
Stay
as far as
hydrated, Mama G, it's important.
yeah, so up there playing so much. So Miss Christina.
Oh Lord, no.
Miss Christina. So look,
Yes.
Miss Christina. So as far as those personality traits, I mean, let's just say if you have a man right now, and what would you look for in him? Like, you just give me 3 things. Like, say for instance, Miss J, give your 3 again real quick.
My 3 are generosity, kindness, and I think I said respectful.
Okay. What would be your 3, Miss Christina?
Probably truthfulness, generosity, and kindness.
Okay. All right. What about you, sweet Cuzzy G?
Live life and learn.
Cuzzy, where our picture at?
On my phone.
Because I'm gonna tell y'all, I don't know if she talking about this look that I make or whatever, because she playing. So, but we appreciate that, Miss Christina. How about matter of fact, we're gonna flip it. Darn, what do you look for in a woman?
It don't take a rocket scientist to figure that out. I look for cooperation and behavior. You gotta have that behavior, and also beauty.
Okay.
Beauty
That's
is who you hang with.
Okay.
And it has to be oldest.
Okay. No, and that's a good 3. Now, DJ XL, did you hear what we just said?
Nah, I got kicked off for a second.
Oh, my bad. Hold on. See, look, Cuzzy be trying to say I be giving her that look still to this day. That's back in the 70s.
She's right.
He's a DJ.
Yes, that's the look. That has not changed.
Creed, I ain't gonna front.
They're both.
You look like you just now stole some cookies from somebody, and you ain't gonna
probably
try.
did.
Mine.
You look like you just stole some cookies from somebody.
I probably did.
They not gonna find out. They not even gonna find out.
Dang. Yeah, I was hiding them. But what's your 3 XL?
What's that?
Yeah, like the 3 things that you look for in a woman. What was the actual word that I used? It was the traits. So for
traits.
Yeah. Now let's just say again, Darren, what was your 3 traits just now?
Behavior. I'm trying to say one
Beauty
behavior,
and
cooperation, and
Cooperation and beauty, you said. So
beauty,
yeah. So what you got in there, XL?
I mean, shit, intellect, conversation, and jugs. You know what I mean?
Jugs.
That's not a personality trait.
It is for me. Shit. I know a lot of women with a lot of personality above right here. You know what I'm saying? There's a whole lot of personality around that part. You know what I mean?
So we got Dougie. Dougie said, I'll put smiles and laughter in your life. Okay. Who are you talking about, Dougie? Put it in the comment section, by the way. Because I thought he was giving us his 3, but he talked about somebody. Yeah. Then we got Miss Mimi said SMG. It's after hours for you. So Crete should cash app you. I'm about to cash app her, y'all. I am going to cash app Sweet Mama G.
That text message gonna come from me too.
Yeah. So matter of fact, this is how we're gonna do it tonight. How about y'all hit them cash apps up? It could be 50 cents, it could be $1, it could be $5, $20, or $100. Y'all hit it up. Because me personally, No, tell us what you need, sweet Mama G.
I need a Cretology degree.
Oh, okay. Well, I will tell you what you're gonna need to do to get that in a second. Anyway, then we got Miss Amelia said behavior. Can you elaborate? So
Right.
yeah, who said behavior? Was it
Was it
oh
Darren?
Darren. Okay, so Darren, they want you to elaborate on when you said behavior. So let us know what happened with the behavior. You know what you mean by behavior?
Get some act right.
Well, I mean, I don't want no woman to embarrass me with no attitude and all that stuff. You know they say to be on your best behavior type of stuff, type of deal. So, like I said, I like that. I like to have a peaceful life. You know,
Christina has something to say.
peace and quiet.
Okay, I mean, all you gotta do is train them, Darren. Just train them.
Like a dog.
Yeah, you gotta train them.
Crete starting shit.
So Dougie said Crete stole cookies from Mr. Love's store. Hold on.
Amen.
I did. No, but now, so Miss Wendy, you just said that you wanted to hear. I mean, what were you gonna say, Miss Wendy?
We wanted to hear from Christina.
I think Christina, her reaction to him saying it, she started laughing like,
Okay, Miss Christina. Miss Christina. Tell us what that was laughing about.
You know them longer than anybody.
Well, I don't know. He likes to date down for the most part. And I think that's what he wants to do is control the women that he dates.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So I'm sorry. So like, is that true, Darren?
Even if they know woman, I date a woman that's kind of decent though. Like, I mean, for his relationship, yeah, that's decent. I don't want a woman that's gonna be like above me and stuff and think she's better than me. I got somebody got to be able to look up to someone. Somebody got to follow someone lead between the man and woman. So I'm all about a woman following my lead. You know what I'm saying? So, cause I know I could put her in a better situation, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by dating down. Because if a woman's already working and making more money than me, it's like we basically cancel each other out for the most part. Because it's like we both fighting over for dominancy, like in leadership.
Okay.
That's how I call it a cop out, bro.
Shout out to Simply 10 Art. Thank you for coming in, a weekly supporter. But Darren, so when Miss Christina just said what she said that you date down. Do you feel as though you date down?
Like I said, I shoot more towards the polygamy thing, the more practice thing on the polygamy thing. Like, I have options, you know, like everybody have options. And so some people only see a certain people who they be with or whatnot. And then they just go off of that. When it comes to relationship, and that's the big difference right there when it comes to like the relationship aspect.
Hey, Darren, you know, from a psychological standpoint, that's kind of showing like you're insecure, and you have to do something to try to make yourself stand out. You know that, right? Because if you feel as though that you can't be man enough to date someone on your level or higher and still be recognized as the man of relationship, you have to do whatever you can to try to get somebody to listen to you. So you try to pick out somebody who you feel as though you can outdo, and if you can outdo them, that's why you want to keep on saying, "Well, I can train them, I can train them, I can train them." So why can't you be trained?
So what are you talking about? There, why can't I be trained? Like
Why
I
can't
said,
you be
I
trained?
go off what the Bible says. You know what I'm saying? Like, God is ahead of me, and I'm ahead of the man's ahead of woman. So most women don't even follow that aspect. They don't even.
Well, if you think of it on that level, it also says men and women created equal. So why would you date that?
Let me
when I look at it, if I'm dating down when it comes to the financial aspect and stuff.
So
That's what I'm looking at dating down.
why wouldn't you date up if somebody can help you get it to a better level then? If they can level you up, why can't they level? Because if somebody can level you up, why wouldn't you want to level up? If you say you a success, right? So if you got somebody who comes into your life who may know a little bit more about something that you do better than you, and can teach you some things and show you some extra shit to get you more money, you don't really want to rap with them because you feel as though that you're going to know everything. That's a sign of insecurity, bro.
I mean, that's what you feel like it is.
No, that's a fact. That's a complete scientific fact. If you can take a Freudian test, that's what it's showing. You're insecure.
You can say what you want to say. I ain't gonna get deep.
That's psychology 101, bro.
Miss J, you may have to log out and log back in because I have you on the screen, but you're not popping up on the screen, Miss J.
Okay.
Yeah, log out and log back in. Now, good conversation between y'all two. I'm gonna leave that between y'all two, and I'll comment on that later. However, I'm gonna catch up on some comments right here. We had Baylana said another one that's not doing Darren any good. Now, Miss Christina, that's not a shot towards you. It's not. But it's like if a person, let's say if I invited a person on here and they said and there was two people and that one person invited the person, they would expect for that person to talk good about the other person that they invited on. You understand what I'm saying? Not saying that you're not saying that you're talking bad about Darren or whatever, but I understand Darren is a man in the making. He's a man, but he's a man in the making. You understand? He's trying to, because I was there in my 30s. You see what I'm saying? We develop, and as long as you start accepting that development and run with it, now you're opening yourself up to maturity as being a man.
I think the reason why he dates down financially is because he don't want a woman to one up him when it comes to money.
But if you're a man in a relationship, you ain't got to go through that argument. Like real talk, if you got a woman, like let's say I make
has a guardian that
no, but I'm saying like, all right, if I make $70,000 a year, right, and I meet a woman who makes $100,000 a year, I may do a physical job, she may have a clerical job, but she may have the ins and outs of more logistical things than I do. Why would I say no? I don't want to talk to her because she makes $30,000 more than me, just because I can have control over her. But if she can help me build what I'm already making my 70 to say I'm making 130 now, and she helped me get that, so we together now. Why would I not want that?
Build it. I know what you're saying. Building together.
I mean, that's common sense. Like if you're constantly dating down, you're not elevating any higher because you're giving everybody else a level up. And then what happens with everybody you try to level up passes you, and you still in that truck, and they running the truck the company.
Right.
Let me say this. I'm hearing y'all. Hold on. Let me catch up with these comments. Oh, why does I always do that? All right, Baylana said enough. That's why she said that. It was nothing. It wasn't no jab against nobody or nothing like that. It's just he was saying that another one that's. I mean, we love the fact that y'all keeping it real with Darren, and we love the fact that Darren is being who he is because Darren been taking some jabs over the week. But guess what? That's gonna make him stronger. That's going to make him stronger as a man, and he's going to know what he has to work on, right? So you being a friend of Darren is actually going to help Darren. Like he's going to take all of this. Trust me. If he was going to be a weak person, Darren wouldn't show up anymore, but he shows up. You understand? And he's going to get better. The other thing is that I'm going to go to this other comment. We have Simply 10 Art said, I came in after the loud cackle, laugh out loud, right? Then we had Baylana said, what does money have to do with his dominant in the relationship? The man should be dominant. Hold on.
Amen.
Whether money or not, he should be the dominant one. He should be the head, but I'll get on that later myself. Miss Mimi said options. Tell him DJ XL. Okay. And then brother-in-law said, train his A on them beats, XL. Simply 10 Art said, because he won't be in control if he date up. Duh. Then we had Mimi said, Amen XL. Oh, I already read that. And then Baylana said, darn a Pookie. Then Simply 10 Art said, she told the truth is what you mean. KML. And then Miss Wendy said, at Baylana, Pookie. And Baylana said, at Wendy, he drive a Dodge. Okay. So I understood everything that DJ XL was explaining to him. I do. Again, I respect the fact that Darren sat there and listened, and they kept it manly like, right? But my situation is different. I'm with a lot of what XL said. I'm with some of what Darren said. I'm not gonna get in that because that was a dialogue between two men. Okay, I'm gonna leave that there on that one. Now let's take it to the next one. Another trait. All right. How about or a skill, practical skill, listening. Listening is a skill, right? Also, we have 53%. Then romancing, being good in bed, cooking and cleaning, earning potential, like his earning potential. Now, I'm putting that one out there. I got something to say about that one too, but y'all have at it. Start off with Sweet Cuzzy G. Sweet Mama G, let's go.
What's the one before good in good in bed? I ain't hear nothing after that.
Yeah, I know your ears went numb. That was like, you was like, bring it on, right? Huh?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. Oh my
Calm down, baby. Calm down.
So anyway, now my thing is, I'm gonna read it one more time so we can get it, because you did get a little excited and you probably got amnesia after that.
Yeah, I'm half a honey.
Practical skills, listening, 53%.
Write it down.
Romancing, being good in bed, cooking, cleaning, and earning potential.
That's traits for a man to have or a woman?
Yes, that's what women desire. A man that can do these things.
I think when you want to lump it all together, just intimacy, period. A lot of people don't know how to show affection. Everything is not somebody penetrating you. It first starts with the stimulation of your mind. So it's not just the penetration part. Cooking and cleaning, hopefully that's everybody's task. It's not just a woman's task. Because I hope you're not just leaving your dirty donkey drawers on the floor and think I'm picking up. So that's a part of, cleanliness. You got the Hershey chocolate tracks in your drawers, and you think something's going on. You want to make sure that everybody is doing that part. It's not a woman's job.
Come on now, dog.
It's everybody's job. But it's just more to just the sexual aspect. And as you get older, for them 45s and plus, some people stuff don't necessarily work. So will I love you beyond? You needing some assistance in that level.
Okay. Well, all right.
What?
Okay.
Which guy said?
Say
One,
I had a baby diaper.
I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna go back over that. Practical skills, listening. First of all, I tried the listening thing. It depends on the woman. It depends on the woman with the listening thing. And that can be a whole nother show, but I'm gonna leave that one right there. Romancing. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. Being good in bed. I don't know anything about that. I'm talking about me personally.
BDE.
Yeah, bed. Let me ask you this. Let's go to Darn. Can you cover those things, Darn, for women? Like the listening part, can you listen to the women, say for instance, they have a problem, whatever, can you come in and listen and just listen to her problems. If she works or whatever, she come home and tell you about her work. Can you listen?
Can listen. Yeah.
Okay.
5-minute rule.
Well, go ahead, Cuzzy, since you being so nice. Go ahead. What you got to say?
No, I'm saying you talk about my 5-minute rule. Why he didn't get the 5-minute shout rule?
What did he say?
He
ain't
heard
said
you.
nothing.
No, he was asking me a question. I thought he was talking to me.
Yeah, I was asking him a question, Cuzzy. What you talking about?
5-minute rule.
Then, I mean, I could listen too. I can listen, like I said, it depends on the woman and the way the relationship. I mean, I've been there and done that, but I'm just saying.
You know why I say listening? I can listen, but it really, right, it do depends on the woman. For example, like, even though me and my kids' mom ain't together and stuff, and she was telling me that she would have some trouble with her job or whatever and stuff, and I was telling her, hey, look, you just got to chill out and do what you got to do. We need an income or whatever for whenever you have our son, your turn to have him, and then she ended up saying, well, I get it, but then her actions shows do something else to where like she end up getting fired. I'm like, damn. I mean, I told her like you just gotta listen to what they say, and you're gonna have to use that job for a reference whenever you apply for another job. And she's like, no, I ain't gonna use that job for a reference though. I mean, if she wouldn't listen, then of course, I listen to her, but it all depends on her action though.
Ain't that the problem with dating down?
Isn't that the problem with dating down? That's what Excel said.
Elaborate a little bit more on that, Excel. I know what you're saying, but just go ahead.
Well, I'm elaborating on it, like saying, like, all right, if you keep on scraping the bottom trying to find somebody that you feel like you can level up, don't you think you're going to have a harder time getting people to listen?
You got a question for that, Dan?
So you say what again, Excel?
I said, since you say you like to date down, don't you think when you got to constantly try to find somebody you feel as though you have to keep on elaborating stuff with, don't you think that's part of the problem with dating down?
I look at dating down as far as a woman following a man's lead and stuff. So if two people is already working already,
But you said that was financially though. That wasn't following the lead.
Yes, I'm just saying this. When two people is working a lot, and we have a kid or whatever, who's gonna be there for the kid? You know what I'm saying? If I'm gonna make this woman my wife, well, somebody gonna have to make time for the kid or whatever, be nurturing and stuff instead of sending them all to a family member to watch the kid all the time. I mean, I'm a man. I'm expect to work or whatever. It's cool if the woman want to work, but I look at it like, hey, in my relationship, that's what I would like to have. That's what I recommend for her. So she ain't got to keep.
You know,
both of us. Just in case something go wrong.
I agree with that, Darren.
No,
I agree with that.
And then you got to quit thinking from you keep looking through a blue pill lens,
like
man. You know, you got to quit looking through a blue pill lens.
Right.
And looking through reality, man.
Well, now I'm on the podcast with my man. Yeah. They have like a relationship show podcast.
I agree with that. And hey, XL, tell her if she want Cam up. Tell her come on Cam up too.
Nah, she's working right now.
We taking everybody tonight. So, but I agree with that because you talking about a relationship with family values, and I respect that, Darren. And it's nothing against what XL said. Those are just two different types of relationships. What you're talking about, and say for instance, sometimes I may talk about certain things, but my situation is different now. I've done that with my ex-wife. We raised kids. We did like I can't be mad at what we've done. You know what I mean? We had kids, we raised them, got past that and all that stuff. I mean, we're not there anymore. That's fine. You know what I mean? Again, I'll tell y'all how important time is. Time is healing and time tells the truth. But at this point, it's just healing. My sis, she's going to go and do what she needs to do or want to do. And, same thing for me. But we can look back and say, hey, look at these beautiful kids. I did that. I worked as a father because I saw my father do it. You always have to have a model. You don't have to have a model, but having a model is the best. That's just like Jesus Christ. He was our model as people for us to follow. You understand? The Bible is the manual. He's our model. But that's what I wanted at the time, and I actually did it. I had I was there as I modeled what my father did, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. And my sons, our daughter's just doing just fine or whatever, and it is what it is as far as when it came to me and her. But at least I can look back on that, and that's why I can relate to what you were just talking about. So now, Cuzzy,
Yes, sir.
you blushing. Hold on one second. Let's go to Dougie. Who that? That's you? That's me?
Your sister.
That's me, Cuzzy?
Your sister sent a picture to me.
That's me?
That's what she said.
Oh my goodness.
Bruh.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
That's me.
Oh.
I have never even seen that picture before. My sister got games.
That warmed the
She's got
cockles
games.
of my cold heart.
See, y'all play too much. See, Darren, you think you be catching it? I get pictures sent.
But we are a friendly family. We can handle it.
Right.
You gotta have tough skin. And tough skin builds character, especially in relationships. So my cousin talked about his aspect. So my aspect, as he said, a model. I came from a 2-parent household as well. My parents are still married. My mom worked outside the home. My grandmother, our grandmother, watched me while they worked. So it was a different aspects. I'm an only child, so it was just me. Crete had everybody in the household.
Yeah,
They had a whole team of everybody.
It was
From
10 of
older
us.
siblings down to the youngest one. So,
Right.
So it's different when you see our personalities in that. So I was a working mother. I went to college. Did all that, and I worked.
I'm not going
So I spent time. I spent energy. I changed who I was because I was a young mother, from the party girl to mommy to wife. So it just depends on who you are. I gave up my party girl status to become a wife and a mother. And I did that. So my son is 30 now. I look good. But, you have to sacrifice some things. I did what Darren is talking about doing, following the lead of a man who led me off a damn cliff almost. But, you do it because values are kind of different, depending on what people see. We didn't have social media influences. We didn't have all these people want to creating new lives and new identities. If we know what we talked about in the world, it was just that or gray. It wasn't all these colors and all the stuff going on, and a lot of these other influences. So raising them different. I went to school. I worked full time. I had my son. We did all the sports, stuff and after school stuff. So it just depends. It's that person is working together. Hey, I'm gonna still do all my wifely duties and the duties, and people try to train you and all our little word wall words, but it has to be in the person. It has to be within the person. And if you're not level up to grow as you go along the person, yes, your relationship is going to end up because you're going to grow in different directions. People grow innately. It could be hormonal. It could be influences. It could be whatever. Just because you marry somebody in their 20s don't mean you stay with them in their 40s. Who I was at 19, 29, 39, and now 49 plus is different.
Half a honey. Oh, I'm sorry.
Whatever. So you grow in phases. You either grow with the person or you're going to grow apart. You either had the discussion or you won't, or you'll move on. But to say training folk and all that stuff, people don't live by those now. That's I don't know where we're going to find people, but I wish everybody the best. At 12:28 a.m. at May 6th Eastern Standard Time to find who their spirit person is, because it's not easy. But you got to know who you are first before you dive into all these relationships and thinking people are going to come with all this stuff, because that's what they come with, stuff. You got to learn to manage your own stuff before you try to get in somebody's stuff.
Amen.
Thank you, sweet Cuzzy G. And that was real. That was definitely real. Remember, y'all, right here in the comment section, I'm dropping the link up there. So if y'all want to pop in, there it is right there. We're going to catch up on a couple comments before we move on to the next one. And we're going to make that quick. We have Dougie said, if she makes 3 cents more than me, we ain't going to be together no more. Ms. Wendy said active listening, right? And then we have Simply 10 Art that said, I'm a slide back out. Sweet Mama, I felt that eye roll through the screen. We have Baylon said, read it again, Crete. I forgot which one. I'm sorry, Baylon. I forgot which one I was reading. And then my man ain't cleaning and cooking. That's my role. I was going to say that in that, right? I was going to say that in that because that's not a man's role. Now, you know what you're doing when you have a guy cleaning and all that old stuff? Because that's not a man's role. Now, you know what you're doing when you may have to turn your TV down. I think is it down, Miss J?
Yep.
Okay, I think our screen froze.
But for whatever reason,
okay. So now I'm gonna go back to what Miss Baylon said. My man ain't cleaning and cooking. That's my role. Very much so true. Even when it came to my mother, I ain't seen my father cleaning. My father did his manly role, period. That's what he did. And she did her womanly role, period.
So cleaning and cooking are man and womanly roles.
That's feminizing him.
So he not going to eat or clean his ass or his bathroom?
See, you looking at it in the most bathroomist way.
No, I'm not.
My father put it like
this. Half dead in the bed and I can't do it, you're not going to clean.
If it's in that case, yes.
Only if I'm on my deathbed. Oh, okay.
No, but if I'm sick, are you going to go to clock in for me?
I'm working anyway. Remember, I'm a modern woman.
Yeah. Well, that's not that.
I'm gonna go to the bike shop. I'm gonna go to the bike shop.
But look, cuz if let's say if I'm married and that's the situation, no, you already have a job. You know what you're signing up for. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
and I know.
So cooking is, you say, is one of the roles. You say rolls, right? Rolls.
Yes.
Okay, so you're not cooking out on the grill. I got to get on the grill too and cook.
I don't mind cooking on the grill. That men like I'm me as a man. I like doing that.
See, now we classifying what's cooking and what's not.
No, we classifying that whether if I want to do it or not.
But that's not what that said.
No, this is what I said.
Oh, that's what you said. Okay, I guess because that's not what that said up there. Okay, what you want to do? Okay.
So Miss Mimi said, "Amen, SMG." I don't know what that was for. That was something before. And then we had DJ XL say, like, we don't got to deal with the laundry day bloomers.
Some of us don't wear drawers, so we ain't got no bloomers.
Big Sis said, did you get that? Cuz yeah, she got it. Y'all teamed up on me. And then Simply 10 said it was Cap. I'm not sure who. Maybe because I'm behind on the things. And then
Mr. Darren trying to signal you, Mr. Crete.
Oh yeah. Thanks for the cap, Darren. That's balling. And then we have let me switch this up a little bit. Let me see if okay, there's Miss J came back. Hey, Miss J, yeah, we got you now. Baylana says sweet pick. Thank you, Baylana. Thank you so much. Darren said, hold on, y'all.
High fashion model shows just switching up. I don't know who we got on the screen.
Yeah, keep switching it up on them, Darren. They hating. I'm sorry, because I
ain't never no hate for that.
Baylana said your internet is yeah. Right.
I'm so glad I couldn't hear him. Thank you.
Oh, cuzzy. Okay. Where's that at? All right. Okay. Let me turn Darren's mic up. All right. So now we're gonna go to the next joint here. All right, and we're gonna make this quick and snappy, but happy. All right. Physical attributes.
Jugs.
Sense of
what?
Oh, okay. look, he
I was
came
say, what
out of
happened?
nowhere on that one.
Well, I'm like, wait a minute. Almost scared me. Oh my Lord.
He came out of nowhere on that one.
So what was going on?
Amen. Amen.
Yeah.
Thought I was gone? No, I ain't.
Yeah, he said all we had to do is say the magic situation.
Right.
So, down physical attributes, and then this is what women look for in men: sense of style, handsomeness, height, muscular build, 13% in fitness.
13 inches, what?
I
See,
say
look at that.
healthy.
She making
Oh,
stuff
I ain't
up.
here.
Calm down, baby.
No,
Calm down.
your internet is like shifty. I don't know what's going on. Yeah,
My
like
internet?
some parts it's like bloop. Yeah.
Oh, I don't know what's
Oh,
going
it sounded
on.
pretty
I'm
clear
sorry.
on this end.
Yeah.
All
I don't
right.
know.
So what I'm going to do, I'm going to reread that.
Please.
So to make sure everybody caught it. The physical attributes that women desire in a man: sense of style, handsomeness, height, muscular build, and fitness. But see, you heard me. That was a 13% of what women like. But you heard like something else. Yeah.
13.
Yeah.
I didn't hear my favorite parts on the list.
What's your favorite part?
Okay.
All the parts have to work, and they have to be on the outside.
Hold up.
Oh my goodness.
Bruh.
Oh my goodness.
Golly. So, what y'all commenting on that, Cuzzy?
What was the muscular fitness?
Style was another one.
I love the style part. I mean, he could be not so classified as attractive or handsome, but sometimes that style and we're gonna use a new terminology for some of y'all old folks, swag, or his demeanor, his persona when he steps into the room. He may not be the best looking, but his aura and his presence can kind of get you. I don't have one style of man I like, but I tend, and not because I'm fluffy, because please don't come for me because I'm gonna get you. I've dated men shorter than I was, and I'm short, tall, like real tall. It's just a person. I like the person. And our connection, our energy. Some people, your friends are critical, like, oh, you with him, he not that great looking. I'm like, it's some other things that's great. I ain't looking at that part all the time, looking at that part. But so other people try to be critical of who you with. Sometimes that's why people break up or don't want to pursue a relationship, because they listen to other people. Oh, well, they not that pretty. She's not that slim. She too fat. She too short. He too tall. He got knock knees. Whatever. So you hear it all, but it's like in what you like, because at the end of the day, that's the person you're with, not them. And I think that's been a lot of problems in relationship. Oh, you like her? She a big girl. Oh, you like him? He got a big nose. If they find the most minute things to just want to turn you up, and I'm like, okay, that person a provider. He's a gentleman. He may have a limp. You never know. But people make things so critical. Nobody's perfect, but if that person perfect for you, then you should keep it moving and stop. Especially as we got older, we don't care, because we're gonna be limping soon anyway. Bad knees. I need 2 new knees, y'all. So cash at me my new knees. All the people might have been slim. Now you see them now, they big. Like, oh, remember you used to laugh at fat people? Everybody fat now. Everybody fat. And just because you're smaller with a physique does not mean you're healthy. I have smaller family members and their cholesterol is 400. My brother is slim. My half brother was slim, tall, heart transplant, bypass, or whatever he was doing. So it doesn't mean just because I'm my outer shell, I might work out more than some slim people. It's just my fluffiness just want to stay intact and keep you warm in the winter and shade in the summer.
Right. Respect for that, sweet Mama G.
Mhm.
Now, we have DJ XL said, you want to read DJ XL?
I ain't muscular or heavy into fitness, but I be fit in this thing.
Bruh.
Hey,
I'm
bro, come
not
on.
fooling with you, XL.
Oh, no,
You
All
know,
you got, do you want to
Let us
read
see.
Simply Tonight?
They got new knees on Amazon. I know, girl. I need to rejuvenate knees.
Bruh.
Hey,
I'm gonna
bro,
get that
come.
sweatsuit with the knees on the bag of knees on it, so I can make me some funny. The bag of knees on the sweatsuit.
Oh my goodness.
That's
Okay.
pretty funny.
Did you want to second anything on that, Miss J?
I so want to underscore one big thing that Sweet Mama G said in her entire statement. She said that it is the two people. It has to be who you find attractive, because people are really, I don't know why it is, but people are very swayed by other people's comments.
Mhm.
You can just be all in with somebody, right? Super excited about your relationship. And to the next person, your best friend, they may not look anything like something that they would want, right? And then they'll tell you, oh, he's got too short this, too long that, things are out of place. And the other person starts second guessing their relationship.
Mm-hmm.
And I think you
Mhm.
said this too, Crete, on a previous broadcast, that when it comes to the couple, they got to keep everybody else out of it.
Have to. And I was getting ready to say it again, because a lot of people don't understand that's what happens when you start letting other ears and eyes and all that stuff come into your stuff. Brace yourself. You know what I'm saying? Just brace yourself. And it's just not cool. It's nothing like living in the privacy of your own, just you and your mate. It's amazing. It's amazing. Like me, like my big sister tell you, I have 7 sisters. I don't get on the phone and be calling my sister like, sis, guess what? Or, hey, sis, let me ask you a question about something that happened in my relation. No, I don't do that. And my sisters respect my relationship. I respect theirs.
Mhm.
You see what I'm saying? She has a really nice husband. That's my brother. My brother-in-law, I love him. I'm just going to beat him on the turntables when I get there.
Mm.
My brother-in-law, Tony, love him to pieces as well. You know what I mean? I don't get him. My little sister don't call me in when, all that stuff in no relationship. They understand that their relationship is their relationship.
Right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I don't get into that. I love my sister. My sister picked who she picked. Y'all work it out.
And you know something else too, concrete. I know this may sound arbitrary, but if you go back to the younger days when you were really young, and you were starting to court or starting to get into a relationship with somebody of the opposite sex, and nobody knew about it because maybe you weren't supposed to yet. But that's where you had probably the greatest intimacy, if you want to call it that, because you were secretly with each other, although it might not be right. Maybe you have a father, like in my case, who was not kosher about us dating until we were 16. But let's say you were 15 and a half, and you were getting to that point, and you had all those feelings and stuff, and you met the boy and whatnot at school, and everything was just between you and him.
Mm-hmm.
Then you invite in your little girlfriends, and everything starts to blow up. It takes no time for things to just mess up when you bring people in. People need to learn to get back to the privacy portion. Just like
Amen.
And I agree with you, Miss J, and I see it on social media all the time.
Okay.
Either this week you got this dude, now you in love. We didn't see him before. As soon as somebody start posting that man, it seems like it goes downhill or it wind up crashing and burning. Or I've seen one girl that I know. She had one guy this couple of months. See a few pictures. He took her to a concert for her birthday, whatever. The next minute, don't see any pictures of him. The next week, next couple of months, you'll see a new person. And it's like, now you're looking like a floozy. Because now you keep tracking these men on and off the screen. You take down all his pictures, put the new man up. then go and then put the new person down, and I'm like, it'd be too much. Keep your cooch pocket to yourself. We don't want all that. You know, it's sometimes it's so much. And then let's say you might post a picture, and then somebody going to like, is that Crete? But you Miss J in the picture? Oh, I know him from Zone 29. He used to steal cookies out the store. I remember he went with Miss Shirt. You know, they start running down somebody's life because they know. And now you be like, he
is everything up.
So there you like, but let me look at him a little differently. So a lot of times, like even Crete and I were talking about, he don't either post you at the airport, you getting on the plane, you farted on the plane, they gave you a you step your big toe off. I move in silence typically.
Criminals use that stuff. You posting that you're all halfway across the world while you're actually halfway across the world, and criminals come straight to your house. I've seen it on 2020.
Yeah, and that's one thing we say. I mean, I might put little snippets of things I do, but it's not everything. Hey, I'm in my car. I'm at the gas station. I'm at the big lots. People do too much in telling and sharing their location. We talked about that last, but that's different. I'm talking about social media. Everybody doesn't have to know everything about you. Because then, because I'm critical, like, look at them little ugly grandkids. I'm like, look at them ugly kids. People be doing that. Like, I had a girlfriend that said one of our mutual persons, her daughter was ugly. And I'm like, don't say that. Bless her heart. And I'm like, people are critical. Oh, you look fat in this picture. Oh, well, why? You change your hair color. So I got to make a public service announcement. I changed my hair color. Or I got something else going on. It's just people just want to keep commenting and come. Oh, who's that in your picture? Oh, that's your dude. I'm like, I haven't even dated you or gave you none of all the sweetness. Why you worry about what I'm doing?
Because I'm sure we got that. Because it's probably because they was probably wondering like sometime about me and you. Like that's my
that was in the beginning until you kept calling me cousin, because you wanted to clarify because all your fan clubs might say, oh, that little fine little thing with them little eyes might mesmerize old chocolate. So at the beginning,
what was that?
That's a fan club. A fan club is going to make up anything that they want to.
But in the beginning,
you know him,
right?
You know what I mean?
Right, because in the beginning, it's like, like dudes I might have messed with a while ago. You know how you post a little advertisement. Oh, what's that one of your dudes? I'm like, wait. And then when Baldy was on, oh, what's that your dude? Because y'all sniggling at each other. One time, Excel said something about his hands was big, and a friend of mine that I ain't even with. Oh, would you like men with big hands? I'm like, wait a minute. If you know me, I always give eye expression because he said something about his hands. I'm like, oh, what you want to date? I'm like, I ain't even date you. Why you worry about him and his hands? And when they gonna be on my top, on my buns. So what you worry about that? Ain't nobody hands on the buns. But they in your business.
Yeah.
So it holds true to say, keep your business to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Because people will murder your relationships and they will murder your character.
Your dreams.
So you don't do that. You don't, it's like I mean, look at what they call celebrities these days. As soon as when they drop a penny, so and so dropped the penny.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Everything. So just keep your business to yourself. If you're with that person, enjoy that person. Just y'all two. It's y'all world.
You know what I mean? Just saw on social media, and I'm like, how I feel like I want to cuss people out for other people's stuff. Mm-hmm. So a person I know, child, you know how they have like multiple school offers, from when they graduate, they call decision day. This person went in on that person because the child picked a particular school. That's an Ivy League school and not an HBCU. And I would have said, unblock, cuss you out, they don't block you. Why does it matter? Are you paying the tuition? Is it your life? Right. That's what but why does it matter? It's just people are in people business too much. Oh, why you post this picture? Oh, why y'all on a rap show doing that? Why are you on a rap show? You're a female. Wait a minute, what?
What does that have to do with it?
Right. But people didn't typically know how much I was into music. So they assume when they saw me, like, why are you on there?
Wait, Mama G, that's hate. That's 100% hate.
Oh, they can listen, they can hate all they want and hate on Satan or whatever they talk about. Yeah. But they just like they don't know me, so you're making assumptions. Oh, what you sleeping with the guy Crete? I'm like, ew, wait a minute, hold on.
Flattery.
Right.
Right.
So flatter you. Why not?
I mean, but it's just that aspect of the relationship part. And you just be like, oh, okay, and keep it moving because you got too much of your own stuff. If you worry about your stuff, I ain't worrying about Miss J. Coons Pocket and who she posted. You be like, oh, that's cute, and I keep it moving. Oh, God bless, congratulate, whatever. Sometimes I don't even say nothing. I was like, I ain't in the mood today. So people just can ruin your views of relationship when you keep listening to all these people that come on internet and a relationship experts and everybody, praising it like it's the gospel according to I need to make my mind up and go what they say and go with the flow. I don't do that. I'm my own mind.
Do not get me started on people who are supposed to be experts doing relationship shows.
Mm-hmm.
Because 99.9% of them have bad relationships or no relationship, but only because they have a celebrity, people are listening to them.
Steve Harvey. I mean, y'all.
Hi, Miss J. I have a message for Miss J. Miss J, you got that smile.
Hold up. Am I missing something?
Yeah, I didn't see that.
Oh.
Is that from Barry?
From Barry. Uh-oh.
I mess with his name. But I have respect for him. Thank you very much, Barry.
All right. So let's catch up with some of these comments.
It's your fault you came on the screen.
Oh yeah. I wanted to because Darren was messing with me last week, and I'm like, okay. I think I saw something in the comments that said,
"Yeah, you should come in with your moo and your bit up nails." Yeah, you represent it.
Not bit up.
Get into it.
Hey, shouts out to Miss Christina, y'all. Come on now.
Yeah, she was cute. Bless her heart with her and her crew.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We got to have her back on someday. All right. Dougie said all this, he and she has to look fit or whatever kills me. They can be fit and fine, but don't get sick and they don't look the same. That's true. And then we have DJ XL say, because Baltimore is tiny as heck. And it is. Look, let me tell you something. We have a culture in Baltimore, and this is no lie. This is why I'd be so strong on the Pookie stuff, because it's real. Sometimes, like, I remember, I always use this term, and some people don't know what I'm talking about, but Baltimoreans know. You'll have, like, people, little man on the east side got that Benz. Like, why am I concerned about a little man on the east side that got that Benz? Who cares?
Got that
you
work.
See what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? So what you got there, Darren?
Yeah, get it. Tell DJ XL to use this.
That's scary.
Keep picking on me now. So.
Oh, dang.
Oh, yeah. Hey.
Understand one thing.
Push me, man.
Understand one thing, bro. I was a big baby. I was a husky kid. I played football, ex-military, and I still got a lot of chicks.
Of course.
My rope been jumping since I've been 12.
Uh-oh. Excel, what made you think you wasn't gonna get the chicks? I mean, you got swag.
Uh-oh.
That's why you got the chicks. Some people don't have swag.
All I'm saying, I don't need a jump rope. I get enough exercise.
Uh-oh.
That ain't a problem for me.
Was it called sexercise, XL?
I want watch. Put the camera on.
I'm a break a sweat.
Uh-oh. Yeah, he putting out that sexercise. All right, so DJ XL said we all 1 degree of separation. Right. And then we have Big Sis say turntable sounds so old. Yeah. She said, do people still call them turntables? Yes, the real DJs do.
Yep.
How about that, Big Sis? And you tell brother-in-law what I said. Real DJs still call them turntables.
Yep.
Don't they, XL in
XL, just XL.
Come on.
But do you DJs have reel-to-reels?
I still got one.
Yeah, I had a reel.
I got a reel. I got an 8 DAT. I got 8 tracks.
Yeah, I gotta still have an ADAT.
JVC boombox. Anybody have one of them from back in the 70s?
Which
I
one?
do.
That still works.
Yeah. Brand new in the box.
JVC.
They cost way too much. I ain't got one of them.
Yeah.
No. It's not. It's something you would have had that you still have.
It's 70s.
Oh
Right.
no, I ain't had it. I don't got
See,
that.
XL talking about if you try and buy one again now, they expensive as I don't know what.
Yeah, he's talking about like $800-900 for one of them. Last
Yeah.
I can tell my
Yeah.
son, he has one. He has two of them actually.
Yeah. So actually I had gotten a gift from a homeboy that grew up with me, and actually he started DJing. He used to buy my mixtapes all the time, and I kind of schooled him through some things, and he sent me, but it's a newer version of a boombox, but it's it plays MP3s, but it looks just like the old school boombox. But I'll show you. I think I have it back there somewhere.
Does anybody have an 8-track player that still works?
I got some 8 tracks, but I ain't got the 8-track player that still work.
Yep, sure do.
My brother does.
See, yeah, when you keep that stuff, that's bombing right there.
In his lab.
Darren, don't smile in the cam like that.
Shut
It
up.
looks creepy. Come on, y'all be going hard. That was XL, and then Simply 10 said, "Was that a jump rope?" Yep, it's a jump rope.
I know some jumper cables or something.
No, but that jump rope, I'll be jump roping. Jump roping is serious. You get that cardio in.
Something.
And then Simply $10 says, "Sweet mama, you trying to keep them quiet." Laugh out loud. And then Big Sis said, "You missed the message prior to that one. Go back." Okay, let me see what Big Sis was saying. She said that oh, that was ha. And let me see. Yeah, I thought our turntables sound so old. Call them turntables. I don't know, Big Sis. I'm not sure which one you talking
He
about.
has a big one that says, "Now wait a minute, sucker."
Yep.
You see that?
Probably so. She called me sucker all the
You
time.
won't come back to Baltimore because you know that my husband's going to kick your tail on the turntable. Wendy's reading it too.
Anyway, it's nice for my sister. It's nice for my sister to dream. Tell her anytime he ready, let's get it. Okay. That's all I'm just saying. Okay. So then we had let me jump rope, and then you missed them. Okay, message, and then Darren, yeah, it was a jump rope, and then we have Simply 10 Art said, I thought they were fancy nunchucks.
That's what I thought.
Somebody else did say nunchucks.
I got another DJ question. I want to ask all 3 DJs.
Okay.
Y'all still scratch?
Oh, absolutely. I cannot get on the turntable without scratching.
Scratch and mix. Scratch and mix.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
When you get off of here, you
I
can
want
go.
y'all to do that live on the rap show. I want to hear some scratching and mix.
Yeah, we're gonna one day.
I've done it before.
Yeah, he did
it for Crete's birthday.
Yeah, it was that night. Yeah.
That's
Yep.
what I'm talking about.
Matter of fact, and he was rocking, killing it too.
He was
Killing
even
it. We gonna
after
have
hours when somebody's supposed to come back on.
No, I had issues, but now I wish XO, me, you, Trell, and Darren gonna get on one night.
I want to hear that. Make sure that you advertise that.
Well, you can turn on weaa.org right now. You can hear me mixing.
Okay.
We gonna get them some live action though. We're gonna have some fun one day.
And we want some scratching to go with that. So that means you gotta have your turntables.
All right, we got that. Y'all got that. And then what 3?
Ooh.
Somebody did say something about a 3. Simply 10 said.
No, Miss J said she want to ask the 3 DJs. She must have been talking about me as the 3rd one.
I was actually talking about Darren.
No, you wasn't. No, you wasn't.
And then Miss Mimi said, "Not Darren."
I'm on to making the beats though. I mean, I tried it. I'm all right.
Never mind, Darren.
But I do know how to mix chop and screw. I know how to mix chop and screw.
Somebody calling in.
Play the Urban Kid one. Play the Urban Kid one.
I like what
Well, like beats on
The
Wednesday.
one I sent you, that Urban Kid one.
All right, and you know what, XL, that day I got your email late or something because I could have played it, but we're gonna do that again this week. We're going, and I got the new podcast coming out. for producers is called beat sessions. So we're gonna have some fun on that. We're gonna have some fun on that, on the beat stuff. All right. Now,
work on that name. Work on that name.
Work on that.
They have a bunch of men on some live thing talk about the beat session.
Yeah, that would be Excel to pay that some attention.
You gonna get the wrong kind of listeners.
Right. They say, oh my bad. Hold up. Yeah, they're gonna be like that's gonna be too much. If we logging off on that one. It say no Darren, you are not.
One with the beard and the country hat on.
They're gonna ask for Darren. Dang. Then Simply 10 said OnlyFans. Golly, y'all going hard tonight.
I have a suggestion concrete for next week's relationship show.
Okay, we're listening.
Hat night. Everybody wear their baddest hat.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you can switch it up during the show.
Okay. I don't know if I can hang with all of y'all, but
more people on.
I had some special gifts, so maybe I can pull a hat or two out the a rabbit or two out the hat. And then Simply 10 said, huh?
No, I was laughing at had two out the hat.
Simply 10 said, I was thinking it XL, but I wasn't going to say it. Yeah, well, I'm glad y'all caught me on that one. I mean, track session. How about that? Track sessions instead of beat sessions.
Going on the tracks.
Yeah. So all right. Now we're gonna follow everything out on the ending note on this. Embarrassing dating moments. I want y'all to seriously think about this. Man, I really wish Miss Christina Ann was in here, right? She went raw on that one. I'm sure she could have pulled. I ain't saying something against you, Darren, but I'm sure she would have pulled something wild out of the hat. I wish she was there. Simply 10 said, all right, good night, y'all. Thank you so much, Simply 10, for stopping through. We appreciate you.
Don't forget
my thing is, most embarrassing dating moments. I'm gonna just give y'all a few. Have y'all ever experienced any awkward silences in the dating? You know, like y'all sitting at the table and then had nothing to talk about. It was just awkward. Or what about forgetting the other person's name? Yeah. Or what about mistiming a hug or kiss? That sounds like something that happened to Ben Stiller.
Mistiming the kiss, teeth clicking together.
Or falling over. Have anybody ever fell while they was on a date?
No.
Almost.
Sweet mama, you looking in the air like about 6 times.
See?
I had some wild characters.
What tell us about?
I was having a flash moment of a character. Dude.
Tell us, sweet mama.
Now, I was on a date, so it's been a while ago. Remember when Arundel Mills first opened up Dave and Buster's?
Yes.
If you from Maryland. And the guy's like, meet me there. I'm like, because I don't, trust people. So meet me somewhere in public. So that was this date kill you in public or whatever now. So he was just awkwardly feminine.
Oh.
The dude you was dating?
Hold on. I didn't say I was dating him. We met for a date. He didn't present that way until in person.
Oh my God.
So he was already a little toasty. He beat me there. He'd already started drinking at the bar, which I don't necessarily particularly care for that starting off. And just he started singing to me, and he was sitting next to me, and he had long fingernails, which I don't really particularly like men with long fingernails. And he was just singing and rubbing his nails up and down my back, and I was telling the girl, help, at the bar. Help. Help. He was just singing. I was like, help.
What he was singing, Cuzzy?
It was like an old school Betchy by Golly. Y'all know I got the raspy voice.
Oh, he probably Betchy by Golly.
Yes. And I was like, baby.
Oh my God.
I told the girl, help. And it was just he just, had this grand gesture like some people I've seen on this show. They're bigger than their thoughts are bigger than who they actually appear to be.
Legends in their own minds.
You know, just he got this and why I won't, you know, I can ride on the big ride and you know, he was some training tickets for the Ravens, and I'm not even a Ravens fan. So just like all this grandiose stuff, and you can tell when people are fake and they don't really have it.
Mm-hmm.
And they just want people to think they're more than what they are. I just like people who come to me real. You don't have to come with $1 million and all these stuff going on, because eventually we're going to see through that. You know, that's vanity. You know, you're outside. We want to see the inner person, but all that showtime and showboating and it's too much. It's fake for me. It's the fakeness for me that was in my 30s. Ooh, I'm older now.
Half 100.
I just don't like people, but it's rough, especially for women. You gotta now the boat has changed. They can go anyway, but yeah, just be who you are, not try to all these personas. And I think a lot of, not saying women because I'm not going to go on women because I know you men can do enough of that. Sometimes if you present who you are, we like you better than when you try to dress up a lot of foolishness. You know, you want to be a boss man, but you're not doing anything boss like. You know, you perceiving like you got the slongity dong and you don't. Just say what it is. Tell us the truth. We got to figure out whether we're going to work with it or not.
Right.
Good things come in small packages and big packages. It just depends. But when you have a persona, like they said, don't bring your representative. Bring who you are.
But
and
that's typically what everyone does.
No, Miss J. It's been some overly representatives. We got the Chris Brown, the Puffy. I mean, it's just. Then now I've learned to listen more in conversations before. You know, oh well, he fine. Like I would have been jumped on XL back in my backsliding days, but I got to listen more to see if I want to jump him. You see what I'm saying? So it just depends. Yeah. You know, so what the? I was like, who appeared at the bottom of the screen?
Who?
No, XL appeared at the bottom of the screen. So it just depends now. You know, back in your younger years, you think something different. Now it's just like, no, you know, you got
vinyl.
Right.
Okay. The vinyl.
You know, so it's different. It's just, and as you get older, your talents up, you're like, never mind. I don't even want to meet the person.
So let me ask you this, cuz and it was one thing that you said actually that I'm sure a lot of guys mess up, especially if they feminine. He probably was going to try to play Joe Schmo the whole time. But he just so happened to drink, and you know, drinking bring lies and the truth. It brings everything. Femininity out of, you know what I mean? So he messed up. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's crazy.
I know he was a little country. He was from Roanoke.
Roanoke, Virginia.
Roanoke.
Right.
I was like, I'm from what's Sierra's husband name? I can't think of his name. Wilson. Isn't he from Roanoke?
I don't even know.
I think so. And he was talking about that. I'm like, what the hell they got to do with you? Like, what are you talking about? You know, so the conversation was just
he from Simpville.
Yeah. So, you know, sometimes the conversations, you know, some people try to be overly intellectual. That's why I don't necessarily go into what I do for a living completely, because then you're trying to match or trying to figure out, am I trying to figure you out? You know, so they know you're a therapist or counselor. They try to think you always analyzing. You know, we don't want to give that perception.
Oh, you're gonna be psychoanalyzing, all right?
Yeah.
So what story you have for us, Miss J?
Oh, okay. I want to say something to the point that she made about being more than you are intellectually. That wasn't me, actually. That was one of my older sons, where he said that the woman was trying to use terminology that totally didn't fit anything. Obviously, she didn't really know her vocabulary, but she knew that he was highly intellectual. And that had to have been a disaster for her. From his perspective, it was like, Mom, she just kept using words that didn't fit in the sentence. And she was really doing everything she could to try to sound intellectual. And it was horrible. And I'm like, and I know how he felt because he's so intellectual, my son.
Your son is the man. I done broke up with women. That said looked it, liked it, think. I'm like, if you can't hold proper English, sometimes I'll just be like, I can't do it.
Yes. And this was over. But for me,
orange points.
Long time ago, because I'm in the 50s.
Pickles.
So long time ago, I don't know. I don't even know if it's still out. Blackpeoplemeet.com. I decided to check it out. I checked it out for exactly 30 days. And I met this guy, and we on the profile, he said he was 5'9". I'm 5'4". So I was like, okay, that's cool. On the profile, he kind of presented in a picture where he was real muscular, and he kind of had the picture taken where he looked really tall.
That's like something my sweet mama know.
So we agreed to meet at a public
And
location,
I know.
public location, a mall. It was a mall, and in the middle of the day, it was probably about 5 p.m. So while it was still sunny and everything, and I remember he said he would be in a truck, and I saw the truck pull up, this big white truck, huge truck, probably one of the 2500s, whatever.
Right.
And that little leprechaun leaped out of that truck.
Dang.
And I know that's horrible for me to say that, but that's how short he was. Don't say you're 5'9". If you are 5'2", be 5'2". Be every bit of 5'2". And I remember, I think I had flats on that day, so I was right at 5'4", and I still stood like a couple of inches from him. So I thought to myself, and I didn't say anything though. I didn't try to make him feel embarrassed. But my first thought was, okay, so if you really are trying to date, first of all, you're not going to date me, but whomever you try to date, if you're not going to be honest, it's not going to go anywhere.
Yeah, right.
So we went inside the mall, and I remember the other thing that was a huge red flag when he said, I wasn't hungry at all. But he assumed I was, and assumed that he was going to be paying for a date. And he told me straight up, okay, well, you get yourself something, but I'm not hungry. So right there, I knew he wasn't trying to, even do the, okay. And remember, I didn't go there to eat. I just went there to meet him. And so we sat down, and he began to talk. And everything he said was in reference to his ex, to the point where I got the impression that he was still like he wasn't over his ex. And I thought to myself, how can you be on a dating site trying to date, women who really are interested in a relationship? And one, I feel like I'm your therapist right now. And number two, you really need to go back to her. So that was my situation in terms of, I thought, I don't know if he felt embarrassed. He should have felt embarrassed, because that was just, wrong to put that on your profile. I mean, did you not expect that a person wouldn't remember that you said you were 5'9" and you're 5?
I was dating this guy, just casual beginning dating. And that's when I would give people my Facebook, page or whatever. I don't give everybody my Facebook. And you know how you can see the other person's posting. He posted about his dead wife and how much he still love and miss her, but they divorced because he was an abuser. Found that out down the road. Two, you still miss your dead wife, but then you trying to date. And I get it, but you can put what you want to put on your page, but that was disturbing to me. Because you had some feelings, you abused her, y'all divorced, but you now still love her. Now she dead, and now it's the anniversary of her death. And he still had kids that were, minors. Not little kids, but they were still minors. And I'm like, I'm not stepping to try to be anybody's mother, but for you to still have them love, and you can love people, but how are you going to move forward if you constantly thinking about the dead? There's nothing wrong with honoring people, but I just felt some type of weird way. Right. Just weird.
Yeah. It's a lot of weird out there.
Now, Darren, do you have one for us, Darren?
I met somebody on the dating site one time, and when we had met in person, I had my son. I mean, that was cool. She brought her daughter. That was cool. But she looked totally different in person than it is on her profile. Sometimes they use these little filters and stuff. And I'm like, damn, you look kind of different. So I was quiet the whole time. I was just focusing on my son, and she was like, "Hey, is everything all right?" I'm like, I said, "Yeah, everything cool and stuff." And I was like pretty much ready to go. So we kicked in the stuff at the this little fun house place for the kids, and then I'm leaving after that, and then we haven't talked after that. So
that was a smart move to do the fun house thing.
The fun house.
I just want to make sure. Yeah. Fun house is something it's similar to a David Buster's, but it's for kids though.
Yeah, I know the fun house, but why do you say that was smart though, Miss J?
I said that was a smart move because obviously there was no love connection, right? I don't know if she realized that he being quiet, that Darren being quiet was due to the fact that he had no traction because he had seen her picture, but then she didn't look anything like it. So at least they had that in that awkwardness. At least there was opportunity for the kids to have a little fun, and then they go their separate ways. And it was just an open thing instead of imagine if it was the two of them maybe like on a really nice dinner date. It'd probably been worse. Like, ooh.
Yeah, it makes sense. It was like the kids was the icebreakers, the icebreaker ways. But okay. And then we have Baylana giving me the 3-hour mark. Thank you. Thank you so much, Baylana. And then we have AC, my brother-in-law, said she probably said the same dang thing about you. Tell the truth. What brother-in-law? He don't care what time is going on.
She ain't say that when I pulled up in my Mercedes and stuff with my kid and stuff. I mean, like I said, I was pretty much dressed.
The hell is a Mercedes?
Presentable.
You
know what?
I bet she wasn't today.
Don't mind me. I've been smoking. Don't mind me. I've been smoking. I've been smoking. Don't mind me. I've been smoking. Don't mind me.
Like I said, I don't like to have like the newest car, and I sure don't like to have the oldest car and stuff. So I mean, my Mercedes is a 6-speed car, a manual transmission. So
I had a Buick Century while everybody else that was out there had Benzes, so I was Gucci.
Some make it be with a
I'm high. Look, I ain't messing with y'all right now. I'm high.
All
I've been smoking.
All right. So, all right.
It was simply
what happened?
Look at the comments, Simply 10. I thought had left off, but she got the chicken.
Lord,
I got Mercedes though, but I got one of the rarest ones though, because it's a 6-speed.
But does that matter? None of that matters, bro.
Yeah.
I fucked a lot of drug dealers with Benzes.
Mine ain't
listen to the point.
Never mind.
Point. I'm gonna have to get in Darren's this time. Y'all are so wrong.
All right, so hey, Darren. All right, let me. I'm what's your name? Right.
You need to come to his rescue.
I like to have sporty fast cars though. That's what I'm into.
All right, but Darren, like me and you, like I meant to call you this week, but I'm gonna call you, right? I'm just saying, like, yeah. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna hit you up because there's certain things you're on a good road. You know what I'm saying? But there's certain things you gotta drop off down the road. You see what I'm saying? I just want, because you doing a great job. I want you to keep at it, but I just gotta talk to you about some of the stuff because those certain things actually draw points away from you.
But he didn't draw any points away from me, and I'm the one that calls him Darren. I read all between the lines. He literally, in my opinion, I don't think he's lying. I think he brought his kid. She brought her kid, like he said.
No.
Like
it's not about the thing about lying.
I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking
every
about
time that he starts talking, he talk about what he has, like it's a material thing. Like materials don't make you the man.
Okay, that's true.
I'm not saying that make me the man. I'm talking about the fun factor. You know what I'm saying? I like sport cars and stuff.
When he
but you said when I pulled up in my Mercedes, she wasn't saying all of that.
But
you
said that. Who had a fake
I'm just saying it as
probably did like the Mercedes. I think that's possible.
That's all that she liked.
Him, the Mercedes.
I don't have like the newest. Like I said, all of my cars ain't the newest and ain't the oldest.
But then I guess the thing is, you didn't have to throw the car part in there because I don't give a damn what kind of car you got. I worry about me. That doesn't make a difference. I've dated a man who for public transportation.
If I'm doing 145 miles an hour on the road,
did she pull up in a car?
What does that got to do with her?
Did she pull up in a car? Did she have a car?
That means something. Did
she have a car? Did she pull up in a car?
They were in Dave and Buster's. Did she see the car? That's probably the real question.
No, I picked her up.
Oh boy, these comments.
Does she have a car? Did she have a car?
I picked her up. Yeah, she had a car, but I ended up picking her up.
I don't
think she had a car.
I want my own car. So
she got a car.
I don't want him to pick me up.
What, cousin? Hold on.
Because my whole
Why he
Instagram
can't
was
pick
all
you up,
about me
cousin?
building cars.
Because I
It's
did
all
my
about
own
building
car the
cars.
escape route. And that would have been an escape moment.
Why?
Because if I got my own vehicle and all it was going, because I know how this date went, it went downhill quick. I'm going to get out. I can take my little keys and go. Or call the Uber. Hey, I got to go to bed for Uber and then run outside. I already see how that date went.
I'm just saying.
Things don't matter. You could come in with a Bugatti or a new Lamborghini. When I step in to deal with you, I wouldn't give a damn what kind of car you had. I wouldn't deal with you.
See, there was just one thing about this show. All right, we started making marks in the brutally honest rap show that's been helpful to people, right? Then now we in this relationship show, we're making marks to start helping people, right? So I'm taking in everything that y'all saying. Even I have room for knowledge all the time.
All of us say, Crete. The reason I'm saying all this, right, is because even when I was younger, and I had cats like some of the younger dudes, they thought they had to get the newest car, the most expensive stuff, all the jewelry just to get women. And I said, that's not the key. That's not the key. Because the thing about it is not the key. Like if you basing your success off of material shit, you could die tomorrow and nothing that you got that's tangible is gonna go with you. What you're gonna get remembered by is the mark you left on this world. So when you meet somebody and you hold a conversation with somebody, it's about your personality, and that gets you farther than any kind of car you drive. You dig?
Right.
So like, you know what I mean? You throwing a jump rope out there. Yeah, I'm a big dude. I ain't no slovenly fat out of breath. I've always been a big dude, but I have never been self-conscious to the point where I felt like I'm just plain old ugly. Or I can't do this without this. I can't get no girl if I don't got this. It's women fussing at me because I don't spend time with them and I don't want to be in a relationship with them.
Yeah.
I get into situations with that on a regular.
To your point, everybody has people that are attracted to them. Everybody
Exactly.
does, but it's not always reciprocal. So
Exactly.
It's like you.
It's possible that this woman had an attraction for Dern and Dern didn't have an attraction for her.
That's fine. Like who like you.
Right, but what I'm saying is the first key thing that was said was she ain't like me when I pulled up in my Mercedes. What I'm saying to you is,
you guys are negating the beginning of what he said. Remember, he said he had a preference, right? He liked what he saw. He liked what he saw when he saw her online. When she presented, she didn't look like that anymore.
Right, now I understand that.
You probably still liked him, and so for him,
but I still have a fun date.
And it could be the Mercedes that drew her in. We don't know that for sure, but it's
pronunciation correction. Miss J.
Mercedes.
Mar.
Next time, catch the eye on the Zoom, man.
What Dern said.
Because Dern said it, and that's how we're going to do it.
I like to build cars. I like to build cars and upgrade them and all that stuff. You don't
And
have to have the newest car.
I appreciate that. Like everybody,
you keep saying we don't have to have the newest car, but
you don't have to have the newest car. They don't even make more changes in 6 years. They don't even make more changes
what the rest of the panel is saying.
The last year they made it.
Just going on a tangent.
The last year they made Mercedes that was a 6-speed was a 2007.
You see that right there?
I see how that conversation
This is a 1985 Technics 1200. I customized it 100%. You ain't gonna find one like this in the world. I ain't going to no chick saying, look, yeah, she ain't say that when she saw my turntables. You did? Well, what you got don't mean nothing, bro. Like, that's what I'm trying to explain. Like, yo, if you love to do it, do it.
Creativity and the fun factor and stuff that's been built into a car.
Did she build cars?
In the knowledge.
Did she build cars?
I work on cars that upgrade cars.
No, I said, no, I'm not talking about you. I said, did she build cars?
No, she don't build cars.
So obviously, if all you want to talk about is building cars, and yeah, I got this limited edition, this, that, the third, you're sounding real braggadocious, and it's going to easily turn a lot of females off to be like, all he did the whole time was talk about himself and the cars that he built, and this, that, the third.
I don't talk about myself the whole time. I talk about us having a fun time on the date and stuff.
But when we keep on talking to you, keep on talking about, well, I ain't got to have the newest car, I ain't got to have it. Ain't nobody over here bringing up the newest car except for you. That's what I'm trying to get you to understand, bro.
About the car that I have and stuff is what I put into the car, what I built and added add-ons and stuff like that.
Oh,
Okay.
change. I thought we were talking about relationships.
We're not talking about that, Darren. I mean,
I know.
you
I know.
doing
I
the
mean,
car thing. It was irrelevant to the conversation.
because when somebody say Marseille, they go, okay, he must have a big wallet and stuff. It's this luxury.
That don't mean that.
It's
Most
not
people
that.
got these credit now paying more than the
A lot
car's
of people
worth.
drive
Nobody
Mercedes.
cares about your wallets. Most women got more money than you anyway, and we don't care.
I know.
You can
Oh
be
yeah, I
walking,
sure.
riding, or catching the bus. If we want you, we
Right, got
want
way more
you.
money than men in general.
If I want you, I want you. I'll pick you up for the dick.
With their relationship,
You ain't
on
even
the
got to
average.
come forward.
Or
Now see,
on
it's way
average,
past my time.
on
Gotta get
average,
myself in
is women
position.
happy having all that money? I say on average. I mean, I know there's exceptions to the rule, but I'm talking about on average though.
Okay, hold on 1 second, so everybody can take a
I
breather.
got to do this.
All right, hold on 1 second.
Because I
All right,
can't.
let me catch up with these comments. We had brother-in-law said, I think I read this one before. She probably said the same dang thing. Yeah, I did read that. Then brother-in-law said, what's what's a Mercedes? All right, hold on 1 second. Hold up. And then we got Simply 10 Art said a Mercedes. Where you from again? Darren? Huh? St. Louis?
St. Louis.
Okay, so that's the accent.
Oh, that's the accent.
Yeah, so then we have Mimi said, what does your car have to do with a date? All right.
Baby.
Then we have Miss J said, you are so wrong, AC Barner. I mean, brother-in-law.
Brother-in-law.
Then we have was it Simply 10 Art said, every time I leave y'all, bring me back.
Yes, that's what we want. Make
Then
sure
we
y'all
got-
share the video.
Yeah.
Like, click, and subscribe. Like, click, and
Definitely
subscribe.
Brother-in-law said it's rare because you made it up. Then we got Simply 10 Art says she didn't care about you or that car. Then we have it said what King unsaid, quit sugarcoating. Right? Then we have that was me. Hold on 1 second. Then we have it said it means something to him. Oh, Mimi said, good night, everyone. Material things doesn't matter, Darren.
It means something to him by Simply 10. Mimi, before I sign off, Darren makes you want to drink, and I don't drink. Simply 10. I'll hoop you with the AC. Brother-in-law, LOL, Mimi. Simply 10, LOL, me. I saw that so long ago, but somebody be letting it ride. Simply 10. Next time, catch the eye roll on the Zoom in. Bayliner, Darren, stop talking over people. Do you not have any home training? Simply 10 LMAO. Simply 10, he says she gotta come with a new engine. LOL. Brother-in-law, Simply 10, LOL. Simply 10, relationship car show, LOL. And then brother-in-law, the laughing emoji. Bayliner, no woman cares about your car. Dare ran, then. And got to cover big sis
That's
cousin.
big sick. Yeah, big cousin.
Big sis cousin. Ladies and gentlemen, you must remember that Darren is a young man. He ain't that damn young. And has a lot of growing to do. Bayliner, amen, Miss Leslie.
And then
What you need, darling? Because you coming up on the screen real fast on me. What you need?
who, me?
Who said I got a lot of growing to do? Who said that?
Big
No,
sis.
she was saying that you're a younger man, and you have a lot of growing to do. Because you 37, right there?
I'll be 37 in June.
Okay, so you at that age. I was your age at one time, and it's still a lot more growing to do. And you'll see, like when you hit your 40s and stuff, it actually it's a good thing. And then you're gonna really start feeling maturity kick in. Not saying that you're immature now, but you're really gonna start feeling maturity kick in, and it's gonna feel good. You're gonna look at, you know how sometimes at one time we were afraid of getting older. I never really was, to be honest with you, but being my age feels good. It does. If you keep yourself up, it feels good. So look
So we
forward
want
to
to
some
know
great
when your
things.
birthday, Darren, so we can give you a birthday shout out. When's your birthday? June what?
June 26th.
I should know
My
he was
birthday.
a Cancer. Okay, let me shut Nicole.
I don't believe in signs.
Yeah, you don't take none of
You
the
smoking
signs.
the stop sign.
Simply 10, Darren, the Uber XL coach. Simply 10, that ain't no accent. Leslie, I did. Simply 10, couldn't be a Cancer, must be a June Gemini. No, honey, he's a Cancerian sign, even though he don't believe it. He's definitely a Cancerian man.
Ooh,
No.
What a night.
Leslie, I said what I said, but growing means learning.
And that's pretty much what I was just saying. You see what I'm saying? When you grow, you start to mature, and but you have to open up to accept it and let it marinate. You know what I'm saying? Mimi said, you want to read that, Cuzzy?
I thought Mimi was going to bed.
Yeah, I guess it is.
She woke up too.
Call a spade, stop sugarcoating it, and let it, hey, cuz I'm a Cancer too. I'm the 28th of June, and he's definitely a Cancer man, are different from Cancer women. Me, my king on reference, LOL. So they just going back and forth with the sugar stuff, sugar pops.
So,
y'all got
like I said, we'll definitely have some talks, Darren. And
me, I got you, Darren, a Pookie beta. That was Bayliner.
Oh, hold on one second.
We see that. Miss J, I'm on the cusp of what? What you on the cusp of? You're a Leo cusp, right?
Oh.
Miss J. Simply 10, you had it right, sweet mama. Oh, girl, I know I was married to one of them, boo. And that's exactly ditto right there on that one.
She can't be a Virgo, though.
What makes me a Pookie, though? Somebody said I'm a Pookie. Like, what
The
makes me
things
a
you're
Pookie?
don't have
doing,
enough
bro.
time in our life.
The arguments you're trying to make. Humbleness and humility is a key to life, bro. Humbleness and humility is a key to life. That's one of the biggest things, and you need to carry with you every day. Being humble and having humility, having any kind of empathy. Stop worrying about what you have. What you have does not make you successful. Being a happy human being with empathy and all of that makes you a successful person. Plain and simple.
Namaste.
Amen.
That's it. That's all. Like, yo, real talk, I'm not coming at you on no like
Amen.
on no rah type shit. I'm just trying to explain to you, bro. Like, it's dudes I've seen like you growing up that ended up getting hurt because they want to keep on being that I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. Bro, what you have can get taken from you like that. In a blink of an eye. My Mercedes, my this, I did that, I got this. Yo, that don't mean nothing at all. There's a lot of people inside a lot of these graveyards right now that were singing the same songs you were singing. Learn to be humble.
And
like
even when you go ahead,
even when you were talking about, yo, I want to battle you. No, bro, you don't. You don't. What you need to do is say, hey, you do production, I do production. Can you give me some pointers? You've been doing this a lot longer than me. Not I want to battle you, because that makes you really look thirsty, because I have nothing to gain from me battling you. You have a lot to gain from you talking to me. And that's not me trying to be arrogant or having an ego. That's the fact of having experience in life and all this type of stuff. I'm just being real with you, bro. Sometimes you just gotta just let it go and just say, you know what? You know what they always say, every time you point the finger, it's 3 pointing back at you? Look at yourself sometimes and understand that ain't nobody coming at you this way because I'm looking at you just like I need to son you. No, I'm not. I'm trying to talk to you as a man, one-on-one, big bro to little bro. That's the growing that you need to do. When she was speaking on a lot of growing to do, that's the growing that you need to do. Understand it starts with you, not with what you have.
And that growth is going to
They're
start.
missing the whole point.
Let me
I'm
ask
just
you.
to say that.
Let me ask you that, Darren. What's the point that you're trying to get across?
I'm not. That's because I rock jewelry sometimes here and there, or maybe talking about a fast car doesn't mean it's materialistic thing. I'm not pointing out as materialistic things. Like I said, like me, creativity. That's what I like. I like competition, creativity, with me building stuff and putting stuff together. The fun factor. So at the end of the day, we still had a fun date and stuff. Like okay, I like fast cars. That's what I like. I like what the ones that I build and added different parts on it. At the end of the day,
Mhm.
and so whenever we going on to the date and stuff like that, yeah, you know what I'm saying, like just conversation about creativity. And
Well,
so
let
it
me
just
say this,
as the
Darren.
date, you go ahead.
I'm gonna tell you this. People who know me, I'm a very competitive person. I like to, I used to be in DJ battles, making beats. I love to push myself, but I keep that to myself. There's people that don't know me from Baltimore, and I'm here in Atlanta. And sometimes through conversations through other brothers that I talk to that I know, they'll bring their experiences out about me, and I don't. It's just because we have great times together, and I've even had like where my sons was with me, and I went to Baltimore and didn't say anything about my past, nothing. They was just excited. I was excited to see them. You got to carry this certain energy that people appreciate you when you come around. And then you got to leave them with good memories. You don't have to leave them with good memories, but it's good to leave other people's with good memories about you. You don't have to, don't say nothing. Like, I ain't about to go to Baltimore anywhere, tell them, oh, I got this down there. I got this, that. Don't do that. What you do is silence is strength. You see what I'm saying? And trust and believe. When you'll date a woman of the type of caliber of woman that you like, don't say nothing. But guess what? The more you say, the more she's going to want to know. And the more you don't say, the more she's going to respect you. You see what I'm saying? If you're going around and saying these things like, hey, this, that, I got this, whatever, that's what they're trying to say. And like I'm saying this as well. And I'll have this private conversation with you. Don't even talk about what you have. Material things are nothing. That's why I always talk about stability doesn't exist. You see what I'm saying? You can have this today, gone tomorrow. You can have this today at 3:00. It can be gone at 3:30. So just with what you do, you have a good heart. I can tell. I love the fact that you could have easily said, I ain't going back on that show. But you know what? You're making a mark on the show because everybody's going to remember Darren. If they're going to remember somebody, they're going to remember Darren. You know what I'm saying? You have created something on this show within yourself. So I'm just saying, keep doing what you're doing, but listen, you have the perfect place right here. You got different women from different states and different ages and different upbringings that you can listen to, but then make your own of it. You're the man. When you meet your woman, what kind of woman do you want? Do you want a woman? I mean, I guess I heard what kind of woman you want, but I guess the caliber of woman that I'm asking about, but you don't have to answer that right now. We can do that another day. But you gotta be ready for it. But you can't be telling her everything you got. Leave it a mystery. Because she gonna respect you for you, not for what you got. You see what I'm saying? And that's what they was saying to you, and XL was saying to you as well. So I mean, and it's nothing. Don't be. I know you're not offended because you would have just left. You'd be like, I'm a grown ass man. I'm gone. You see what I'm saying? But I respect you for being right there, right now. You're earning respect from me. You see what I'm saying? But you definitely gotta listen. You gotta listen because sometimes great things could pass you because you're not listening and because you're not opening your arms and your mind. And they say, okay, you ain't ready. You know what I mean? So be ready. You're at an age where a lot of things are about to change. You got to open your arms and your eyes and your ears and your heart up, so when it comes, you can embrace it. You see what I'm saying? Sometimes listen to even your friends. They even said things, not bad things about you, but some things may have been questionable or whatever. I see what the things are. The things are experiences that you went through, and they wasn't, from a scale of 1 to 10, they was a 4. You see what I'm saying? But you have a chance now to just make it better. Just get better. Listen. Everything, you can listen to everything, but filter some things. Keep the things that you know that's gonna fit you. But I think Simply 10 Art was saying he's speaking from hurt. I'm thinking she was talking about you or whatever. Well, XL said, yeah, right. And then Big Sis said, preach, XL preach. And then Simply 10 Art say, each one teach one. Very true. Mimi said, going to look at Mercedes tomorrow. Darren, who makes those? Boy, Papa X Simply said, me, him, and Big Sis said, Big Sis, by the way, is, well, y'all already know it's my big sister and cousin's big cousin. Please understand that you can't take any of that material crap with you. Very true. And Baylana, yeah. Baylana said,
I like to leave behind a legacy of something of creativity. If somebody was good at something and they show their work and what they can do, as far as how good they are with their hands, like I said, it's something gonna always be memorable.
That's true.
That's the only thing
but
I'm saying.
You said, but let your art show for you. Don't show your art because let your art speak for itself. I'm sorry, who called me?
It's Wendy.
Oh, Miss Wendy, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I just wanted to say where I started earlier when I said active listening. That really the biggest thing that I have noticed, and you all have been speaking profoundly to this young man. He has to be open, not just to listen, because a lot of what is happening is he is listening, but he's only listening to respond instead of listening to build an action to what you are saying. He's not absorbing what you're saying. He said the same thing. Creativity, I want to leave creativity, I want to leave creativity, but none of the actions that go along with that. And it doesn't even answer what you're speaking about. It's like just statements that don't literally go with anything that you're talking about. How deeper could XL have gone and you still getting the same exact response? I would just say to you, you can glean from everybody on this call and understand that all you need to simply do at this point is pretty much open up your ears and listen to grow and not listen to respond. That's a defensive stance that you're taking when you're just listening to respond.
Amen.
Thank you, Miss Wendy.
We have Baylana said, but you seem materialistic, Darren, because materialistic things, all that you speak of, you don't speak of being humble. Person, you're trying to flex with material things. And brother-in-law said, he's all over the place, man. Did not listen to one word XL said. Mimi at Simply 10 or laugh out loud at Simply 10. Crete, do they make Mercedes bikes?
That should go.
That was the word of the night. I ain't gonna lie to you, Darren. That's the word of the night.
I felt past and I was confused.
And Mimi said, no, he doesn't listen. And then when you go to lead, Darren, because that's ultimately what's going to happen. To lead, make sure your stuff is together when you go to lead. And take all of this stuff in, everything we saying from man to woman. But then, as the man, what you're going to have to do. All right. Also, we had Big Sis say, Darren, you won't get it until the ceiling falls on you and listening to you. You will question if it's really really a ceiling. And then, Darren, when another man is tired of hearing you speak your toys, then that speaks volume. And then I've come, this is Big Sis said, I've come to the conclusion that Darren needs to start therapy sessions like yesterday. Simply 10 Art says, listen with your ears, not your Big Sis also, Bird,
yeses.
Go back and read what I said regarding educating. I will go back and read that, Big Sis. Also, Miss J said, real talk, Darren, as a part of your leveling up, you see a counselor or a therapist. Yes. She said, but Darren, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, we'll have that talk or whatever. And then because there's a lot of things that you can make sure you start doing at the age that you are now. Because it's serious. You'll be my age, or you'll be Sweet Mama G age before you know it.
You just had to go there.
So, and then let me see. I was trying to see where Big Sis said. Won't see ceiling. Mercedes bikes. All right, Darren can speak.
This sound like you've been hurt by. Like,
well, I mean, simply, I wouldn't call it bitter, because I mean, like we had discussions on here before about emotion, right? Yeah, a lot of with women it's a little bit easier to discuss their emotions and their feelings. With men, it's a lot different, because it's like, you know, it's really hard to explain. But it takes a lot for a man to really speak on what's on his heart and what's on his mind, because you don't want to get looked at like you're less of a man. But the problem is like sometimes we as men don't understand the trauma that we have dealt with, because we was always dealt to suck it up. You know what I'm saying? Like, I dealt with a family who all internalized. I never had no family that sat down and had family discussions. I've been through a lot in my whole life. And if the time when I do open up, it makes me feel in a vulnerable place. I'm like, I don't like feeling like that, because I don't want nobody to take my feelings or my emotions for a game. So it makes you back away from people. So as far as like being better, like it's a lot of things that I know damn well I won't do because of things that I've been through in my past. But I'm not going to harp about it and be like real standoffish. Like, I'm a complete asshole. Like, I'm nice on this show. Please believe that. When I'm in the club and I got a microphone in my hand, please don't be stupid, because I will crack jokes till you leave. And I'm not scared of anybody. You can go get your mother, father, brother, aunt, whatever. I'm wild. And a lot of people in this city can vouch for that. This city and in New York City. It's just the fact that I know how to control myself to an extent now. I'm not the wild out dude I was when I was in my teens and in my 20s. In my teens and my 20s, I was quick to spark. Like, you do something dumb, I'm knocking you out. It's just every man deals with their internal emotions differently. And maybe it's a point where he might need to talk to somebody who can rationalize upbringing. You know what I mean? Because I mean, should I go to? I'm really trying to start therapy. I'm trying to get deeper into therapy. You know what I'm saying? But you end up hurting yourself more than you helping yourself by trying to level up to prove a point to other people, other than doing it because you love it and you want to. I mean, if you love doing art, do it. Let your art speak for you. Make your motherfucking car chromed out, whatever. Make it. I like the swingers, donks, whatever they ride out in St. Louis. Make that motherfucker the sharpest one on the streets, and let motherfuckers' heads turn because you did that, and not because you was like, yeah, I like doing it because I got this and I got this and I got that. I didn't become good at what I do by going around bragging about it. I just did it, and let other people talk about my greatness. Because I don't look at myself as I always tell anybody in the heartbeat, yo, I'm nobody. And other people be like, yo, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Because you know, you this, you that, you do this, you do that. You with these people, with other people can't. It's not for me to brag on myself. I let other people brag on me. That's what you got to get to, bro. Like, real talk. Like, humbleness and humility is the key. Just do you. do what makes you happy, but you ain't got to project it on everybody else. If I was Jehovah's Witness and I came and knocked on your door every day talking about have you accepted Jesus Christ your Lord and Savior, you're gonna get tired after a while of me coming constantly knocking on your door every day asking you the same thing. It's gonna be like, yo, change the record, bro. Like you doing the same thing over and over again. And it's like I said, it's nothing to hurt you. I'm only gonna try to tell you shit that's gonna help you. I got people out there in St. Louis. My man, he builds food trucks out there, got a restaurant, and he's a rapper. We played him on the relationship show. A homie of mine from Brooklyn, he lives out in the Loop. I've been to St. Louis. I know how it is out there. It's rough out there. You know what I mean? And you doing what you got to do to survive. But bro, being braggadocious ain't how you get it. You ain't gonna get out the loop by constantly saying, I got this, I got that. You heard? I mean, I'm just saying, let it shine, but let it shine the right way.
Right. Appreciate it, brother. And this is what Big Sis was talking about. We as grown folk need to educate Darren, or he will continue to be miseducated. Yeah, Darren, we gonna definitely talk. And you know what I mean? Look, my mind is always open to wisdom and education and in different experiences every day. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's what it is. Let me see. Big Sis said, hold on, longest. Oh, Baylon said longest show in history of this show, almost 4 hours. Then we have Simply Tenant said, Excel, I definitely get that. I have brothers and uncles who suffered trauma and didn't speak on it. But being hurt by a woman hit a little different. And if you don't get that therapy, you become bitter. Very true. And also, look, I would never turn down a therapy session. Sorry, I wouldn't. I will be straight over that mug. I'm sure I can benefit from it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, I'm just telling you. Then also, Miss J said, real talk, everybody. I recommend Crete. At Crete, speak to Darren privately. There are some things that need to be addressed with respect to mental wellness. But because Darren, you told us one time that you did go through a situation that kind of, because you was married before, that's what it was, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. And do you feel as though that did affect you and that you're still dealing with remnants of it?
Nope. They ain't got no. After when I had my kid, after like when my wife thing was over with, when I was dealing with my wife at the time, the Jamaican woman, I think I got into like 2 other relationships after that, and then my kid's mom, you know, we did all the dating and all that stuff, and they had to fight the system and get lawyers and all that stuff to fought for my joint custody and stuff like that. And I seen how she lived her life, you know, seen her like raise my son and stuff like that. So I want to do what's best for my son for when I have him, and I hope the best for what she do for him when he be over there. And one time I thought about even fight for custody. I'm like, nah, just left that alone. I said, shoot, I know it's gonna cost me too much money. I mean, that was right there to put the icing on the cake for me when it comes to like.
So you talking about the situation with the baby mother?
Yeah.
Okay, and Simply Tenant said that's the one that effed him up. Okay, check this out.
We are. Go ahead.
Now I was gonna say that's why I was saying what I was saying, because don't get me wrong, I understand if you went through a bad relationship with a woman, how it can mess you up, but you have to focus on the repair of you instead of what was the damage. Work on your repair. You see what I'm saying?
I would never damage. Like after that, I mean, everybody go through a stage, but other than that, I just been enjoying life, man. And like I said, I've been casually dating and all that stuff. I mean, I came to other situations where it could have been like maybe like a relationship or a situationship after that, and that was like almost like 10 years ago. So other than that,
it's more than a female situation.
Go
It's
ahead.
real simple for you. You can't heal what you won't reveal even to yourself. Because that's what's happening right now. Just listening to you. Your relationships are not, please hear me when I tell you, they are not going to work out until you heal what you are not able to say right now. Yeah, you moved on. That's all that is pushing down, compressing, pushing down and compressing and moving on. You have not actually healed anything. You just pushed it down to where you could cope and
Compressing
move
it, like you're saying, he's compressing it.
Yeah, you
And
just push it down. You cannot continue to do that because what you're going to do is going to either implode on you or explode on someone else who doesn't deserve it, and you're gonna you're gonna lose that person.
Well,
You could
also,
be absolutely love looking at your next, and it will not work until you heal the things that you will not reveal to yourself or to anybody else at this point.
did you by chance hear what? Let me ask you. Miss J said earlier about you were dating a guy or something that kept on talking about his last relationship. You said that, Miss J, earlier, right?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, so during, if I mean, be honest, have you ever found yourself you started dating another woman, or you was talking to her and you started talking?
Yeah, I made mistakes like that a couple of years ago and stuff. Even with the interracial dating thing, that shit, I shot myself in the foot a couple of times.
So check
about
but
it.
let me ask you this while you're right there. When you were talking about your last relationship, every time when you first met a woman, right? You found yourself doing that a couple of times, right? And then you felt as though you were shooting yourself in the foot. You started figuring that out, right? All right, well, that's the same thing we're talking about when you're talking about materialistic things. You're shooting yourself in the foot. So the same way that you ended talking about your past relationship and talking about what you have, you need just listen, just listen to her first. Listen to what she's talking about, and you ask questions. Listen and ask questions. That way you can learn about her. Because sometimes what you tell her may damage her taste for you. You see what I'm saying? Let me go right here to the comments. Right here, it was all right. I read Miss J's, and then Simply 10 Art said, "That's the I read that. That's the one that after month. He has been boasting about money ever since." Then Big Sis said, "I hear the pain within. Let's pray for the brother." Yes, and we'll definitely do that because Darren. Sometimes you have to take that because it's obviously pain. It was something. Let me ask you this: you are in the repair for yourself to say, okay, I'm gonna take I'm just using this for right now. I'm gonna take the route, the alpha male route, right? You feel as though that's the direction you need to be going, right?
Go ahead.
No, I'm saying that's the direction you feel as though you need to be going, right?
I mean, I agree.
Okay, but it was something that made you want to take that route. And it may have been those last relationships.
It was more than the relationships.
It could be. It could be. So, and then Simply Tenor said, relationships, not therapy, was my entire point. So if I'm mistaken what Simply Tenor could be saying, and I was going to mention this earlier, sometimes you're piling on relationships to make you feel better when it should be therapy. And I was going to say that earlier, but
in the cars too.
Surviving, not living. Yeah, see, you're using things or materialistic things to make you feel better. That's just like when you have some guys that go and that's insecure about themselves, but the more women they get, the better they feel.
I wouldn't say materialistic thing to make you feel better. I would say me basically being on my purpose and also me working out and challenge myself to be better than the
You still talking third person.
all that stuff.
Still talking to
to
third
make me
person.
feel good mentally and stably too, like that. So I mean, every man go through a red pill rage. I don't know if you know what that means though, but I mean,
Oh yeah, I know
of
what it
course,
means.
when things is not fair, then you tend to find a solution to overcome that problem.
That's
You
fight
know
or
what I'm
flight.
saying?
Did you used to be heavier? I thought I heard that the last time. You said one of the things you was
Yeah.
a bigger guy
I used to
when
be.
you was
Yeah, I used to be real
right.
big and stuff back in the day.
So let me say this, and because I got to this is the one thing I want, because this is a collective of everything I've heard, and I'm not on here all the time, and the only times I think I've even encountered you been on here, based off of what you say and what you said, you're fighting yourself. You said you had weight. After that, everything you had to say about the person you want had to be healthy, and it had to do with them being a certain size and all of that. It's like, wow, he ain't even over being a fat boy. He's just all in on killing whatever that was that got you to be a fat boy to begin with. Then you go into the next thing. You didn't have any money. And then you all of a sudden, everything is about money and what you got now and you got and dot. And then it goes to, okay, you had no power, you were picked on, you were this, you were rejected. And now you will not put yourself in a situation where you're going to get rejected again. That's why you date down. That's why nobody can make more money than you, because if they make more money than you, then they can make fun of you. Your damaged pieces are everything you're dealing with right now. Every move you make.
That's why I said more than a relationship.
I'd rather be smart.
Yes,
I'd rather
God
be
is more
smart,
than that.
and then they get thrown under the bus with the court systems or anything like that. I just rather just be smart
Darren,
about
can I
making
ask you a
decisions.
question?
That's not smart, love. You are still fighting them battles. That's why and if you can't understand it in a small capacity, I'm gonna put it to you in the biggest capacity ever. You on the phone with people who have never met you a day in your life. You brought a couple people. We don't know you, right? We don't know what that struggle looked like in real time. Okay, all we know is what you're saying now. But the picture is still as clear as day, as if we were standing there watching you go through it all, because you still are. That's what you need to see. How do I know what I know? How does Excel know what we don't know you. We know what you're giving out, but you don't see that that's what you're giving out. Your story is being told every time you open your mouth. And you still believe that you're over it.
Yeah, and see, sometimes too, Darren, I'm gonna say it like this: we've seen this movie before.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? So, and I'm not saying that in a bad way. I'm just trying to get you to open up a little bit more so you can see it, so you can really handle it. We have Miss J said Darren is razor focused on his stuff following his divorce. The change in behavior doesn't change the dynamic of his mental processing. Darren, seek therapy with a licensed professional counselor. Okay. Then we have Big Sis said, Darren, you can hear us. This thing jumped in front of the screen. Hold on one second. Darren, you can hear us, but you're not processing this very important and free information given to you. And then Darren, if you seek therapy, this thing keeps popping in front. If you seek therapy, you must, and I mean must, find a very, very patient therapist.
Darren, you're laughing. I have a question. Do you go to therapy, or have you ever been to therapy? Or how do you feel about therapy? Yeah, answer all three of those.
Like I said, I just live the life and see it for what it is. I already know that life is already unfair, and I just go accordingly.
So, Darren, I asked, the question was, do you go to therapy? That's a yes or a no.
No, I don't need therapy, and I'm gonna say no. I don't go to therapy. I don't need therapy. Why?
You have people who don't know you, and there's been at least 5 different people on this panel who have all come to the same conclusion. Does that not surprise you?
mean, like I
No,
said,
because you probably heard it before. You heard people say this to you before, right?
people don't know me and stuff. Like they don't know me all the way. I
Right,
mean,
but
I
we
got some
know
people
how
that
you
do.
But what I'm
present.
saying is, you heard this before, right? You heard people say this to you before, right?
You heard, yeah, that's a good question.
Because even when you brought your girl, when you brought the girl Shakina on here, she said that when you get somewhere, you only want to talk about what you want to talk about. And we had what's Christine? She came on here. She said what she said today. These are people that know you. They may not know you as well as you think they may know you, but they know you. Everybody observes you, bro. And I mean, like I said, when they came on to this relationship, I knew it was more than a
And
relationship.
and
I know
have
that
you ever heard about a situation where somebody might know you, but when you trying to like make some change and they know you want a certain outcome that also can help and impact and better their life, but they don't want to put in the work. Okay, then let them stay where they are, and you continue to climb that ladder. You continue to elevate your
But
life.
Darren,
That's
you
what
make
I'm
it
on.
feel like it's everybody else but you, but all of us are saying you. That we're seeing the same thing in you.
because it go back to what I said a minute ago. You doing all that climbing to try to prove it to somebody else, and you're not even really trying to prove it to you. You fighting a demon. You gonna keep on fighting that demon, bro. Them demons you fighting that you've been fighting all your life. You gonna keep on fighting them until you come to the conclusion that you got them demons.
But only you can decide that for yourself.
And also, you have Baylon here said everybody needs therapy.
Yes.
Amen.
Yes.
I mean, you know, Darren, I'm just telling you, like, you know, just actually, when you get a chance, go back even to a couple of shows, even when you invited the people on. Again, I think they were great people. Even tonight, Miss Christina was a great person. But sometimes listen to them. I know you may want to tell us that, hey, I'm saying, but y'all know this about her. We don't need to know. We talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
You became like a part of our family over here now. So we telling you right now.
Mm-hmm.
So you just listen. You know what I'm saying? We want to see growth in you. Show enough, because
It's only been two people that I brought on the show didn't even talk down on me on anything like that. On two people.
No. They didn't talk down on you, but they gave us a piece of your character. It wasn't really a downing thing, but it's a thing that you could use. You know, you can use. What am I looking for?
It's their
You can use to
perspective.
work on. Yeah, you can work on it.
Yeah, I'm always seeking for improvement. I'm not perfect and stuff.
Darren, if you're
That's still
seeking
cool.
improvement, professional help will help you improve. So when you say, I don't need the professional help for the improvement, then you're doing yourself a disservice.
I mean, you just don't say it yourself. You ever seen when somebody you try to talk to somebody about helping them level up, but they don't want to listen, so you just keep on shooting forward to the top? Well, you got a bunch of people trying to help you level up, and you ain't listening at all.
Big Sis said, okay, grown folks, he is being very defensive, so we all are wasting our time. It's time for us to shut up. We tried. I'm you know what, Darren, I'm gonna have when me and you talk, I got some real examples to bring to you that, like, for real, and it's some of the things that you're saying, and it's crazy, but I'm telling you. But again, I see you making good moves, good strides, whatever. You just gotta open up and let a lot of this good information in, so you can process it and then move forward to greatness. That's what you're going to have to do. So, but everybody, let me say this. It was an amazing show. This was just off the rip. This was just like whatever, because I was too busy to even make a topic. I just didn't have it. It was just a busy week. So what happened was it works out every time. And I give it all to you guys, because we make conversations out of conversations and information out of information. And it just keeps going on and on. It's great. I love it. Thank y'all.
You're welcome.
Before we step off, we had Big Sis say, Darren, does Darren have a son or a daughter? And then Okay. Baylana said son, and then you said both. Okay, congratulations, Darren. Okay. And okay, so and then she said my bad, Darren.
Oh, you good, you good.
Yeah. So, but yeah, look, make sure y'all here on Tuesday. I mean, I'm sorry, Wednesday for the Brutally Honest Rap Show. Y'all can help us help other artists to make better music or make them feel good about the music that they made. Right. That's one thing. And then please make sure y'all here next Friday for the next relationship show that turns into a whole lot
Therapy session
that goes on. Next time, look, if y'all don't mind during the week, put $1 or $2 away so y'all can help Cuzzy get her. You said you wanted a page out of Cretology book, Cuzzy, or was it something else you want now?
Yeah, Cretology book.
Oh, okay. And me, all I want, I saw they had, I think it was a Skittles energy drink. Probably cost about $2. If y'all can help me get that. I don't drink that stuff, but I just wanted to taste it. That's it. $2 or $3.
THC.
What you need, XL?
Some more THC.
Oh, okay. And XL needs THC. I was thinking TLC. I'm sorry. I'm tired. And then
good.
Right. Then we have Miss J said great show at Crete and Sweet Mama G. Good seeing you. At Darren and XL. Have a blessed weekend. And let me check something here before we step off. Let me see if all right.
Thank you so much, Miss Wendy. Thank you, Bayliner. Thank you, cousin Leslie. Thank you so much, brother-in-law, for all your comments. Dougie, Simply 10, she logged off. Mimi. We also have, I hope I said Bayliner. We had a couple other folk in here. Thank you, Christina, for coming on our surprise pop-up person and her back singing in the background, 2 other friends. So thank you so much for coming in. Y'all had such a great time. Y'all tickled yourself. Thank you, Mr. Darren, the Level Up coach, for continuing to come in and be a part of the conversation. Thank you, DJ XL, and Miss J, our wonderful tribe member. Thank you so much. Thank you all for the knowledge of some of the books that individuals can read and be a part of. Thank you, Amelia Vaspa. She was here earlier. And let's see. I'll make sure I get everyone. And that was it. And thank everyone for in the comments as well as on the social media platforms. Please make sure you go back and share this podcast. Make sure you share the other podcasts we've had from our Wednesday shows and our Friday shows. We definitely appreciate you. You can continue to drop the cash apps for DJ, the real DJ Concrete, $, Sweet Mama G, and XL. Yours is what? $?
XL 1200.
$XL 1200.
Mr. Darren,
I'm only special on the hip hop show. I'm only special on Wednesday.
Darren's Garage. Darren's DURNS_garage on Instagram, and Darren Stevens is on Facebook. It's DURN and Stevens STEVENS.
do you have any cash app identification?
Yeah, I think it's my cash app is like level 11.
Okay, get it together. Get it together for another show. Miss J, would you like to give us any of your information?
No.
All right, thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you all for coming in. We will see you on the Wednesday Brutally Honest Rap Show, 9:30, 9 o'clock ish. It's probably gonna be 9:30.
I'm gonna start calling Concrete at 7:30. 7:30, you're gonna start getting the phone call. I'm gonna start calling you at 7:30. You're gonna start getting everything lined up 7:30, 8 o'clock.
Amen.
You must be getting it lined up with his headline because that's the only thing that's gonna be on time.
We're gonna have to We got to get you on the calendar regimen.
Hey
You
man,
know what I'm
I
saying?
try.
It's Wednesday night, man. I can't be up. I got to get my beauty rest. You look how ugly I am.
Hey, look, we do it at hard stop at 11. You know what I'm saying? Excel.
Just
That
like
we
that
hard.
don't.
hard stop at
We did that
11:30
one
tonight.
time.
Yeah,
We
we
did that
messed
one
up
time.
last week. We messed up last week.
Cut my screen off and going off. Thank you
Okay,
so
we
much.
got Dougie that said y'all have a great weekend. You do the same,
You too,
Dougie.
Dougie. Thank you,
Big sis said good night,
brother-in-law.
everyone.
Good night.
Brother-in-law said, what do you say? It's not Crete's fault. He always late.
Amen.
It's a family thing. Trust me.
Yeah.
Good
night,
So
Baylon.
thank you all for coming in. We appreciate our panel. Thank you so much. We will see y'all Wednesday, 9 o'clock.
All right, my brother XL. All right, thank you so much, Miss J.
Thank
and
you,
then
Miss
remember,
J.
Bye,
we're
Miss
gonna do-
J.
Hold on.
I got to throw it back. Oh, look at Miss J. She cute.
Look at it. DJ XL blushing. That's gonna be his next mixtape. Blushing.
God said I had to give it back. She said it about me. I had to throw it back. Yeah.
Hold on.
Reciprocation.
Do that smile. Look at the cheeks. Look at the cheeks. He was blushing.
Hey, don't talk about my cheeks.
Nah, you blushing. They red.
Don't forget, I got a picture of you too, XL.
Hey, look, you know, be go to my Facebook page, go to my pictures.
Sweet Mama G, check your cash out.
Don't be over there. Don't be over there showing off my baby pictures. You know what I mean? That ain't right.
Oh, it's
That
right.
ain't right.
Yo, like, oh.
No, she do it. All right, log off, Crete. You know that live stuff.
Uh-oh.
Crete.
No, I'm
Shut
on
it
that
down.
live. We that live. We
Shut
got
it
that
down.
live. The live
Shut
right
it
now.
down.
Hold up.
Thank you,
Shut
Miss
it down.
J.
Shut it down.
Send me a heart back. Send me a heart back.
I am. Look, I kind of.
I never get it back from Concrete, so I'm not sending him no more.
Yo, see, that's what
I
you
have
get.
never seen a heart. So it's coming to you now, Sweet Mama G.
Y'all know what I'm about to start doing? I'm about to start putting up the super chat so we can see everything going on. All the comments and everything. I think that might help me too. Brother-in-law said later.
Being on time will help you.
I love brother-in-law.
Yes, Baby Shark. Yes, Baby Shark song.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming in. We'll see y'all on Wednesday. Have a great weekend. Be prosperous, be blessed, and be on time for next Wednesday. We're going to be on with the big.
Peace.
Hey, Crete. Hey, what day and time you trying to give me a call?
Actually, I'm gonna call you tomorrow.
You said tomorrow?
Yeah.
Don't get no
So
time.
around
It's
what
going to
time?
be
Yeah,
1 o'clock ish.
10 hours of sleep.
Well, like 9
first.
o'clock.
Don't expect nothing.
9 o'clock?
Ish.
I'm gonna text you first.
Oh yeah. All right.
That way.
So you don't get no check. You don't get no call.
I'm gonna call you at 5 p.m. It'll be 7:45. Get an email saying link.
She'll text you at 2 p.m. and put a call at
Big sis say good night, Darren.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Yeah.
Everyone.
All right. I'll see you guys. All right.
How do we have